I would like to remind everyone that this show is brought to you by the Dolphin Wars.
Hello guys, happy Saturday. I hope you are all doing well. I once again decided let's do it. Let's get a chill out there. Let's get a chill stream out here and break the chill outside. It is windy and cold over here. I don't know what it's doing over there, but I hope it is better than it's at least comfortable inside the house. You know who I am. I'm Raymond. I'm King Dolphin. I'm the author of the Dolphin Wars. And thank you again for the amazing entrance to the stream. So I hope everybody is doing well. And let us get going. Let us start the festivities. Renier, I see you just popping in to say hi. Well, hopefully you can come back later. John Rendo, hey buddy, how you doing? Good to see you. And of course, the great Legatus Legion I. Welcome, my friend. Welcome. And finally, Sandra, the Ace Wrench, my producer, my other half. Yeah, glad you are here. So I am hoping that other people will see the stream and we'll be coming on later. And then we'll see what mayhem we can get into. I've sent the stream out to everybody, and we shall see. We shall see. Give me a second here. I have some administrative duties to handle at this time. I am working on it, honey. I'm just, I have to see about getting the ability to do it. All right, here we go. Oh wow, how long has your power been out? Okay. All right, let's hear it. Da, 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 da. Welcome to the Wrench Corps, Legatus. Hopefully you should get yourself the blue wrench. Let's see, did that work? Snow squall. Ugh. Yeah, we just had some schnizzles here. I mean, really quick. We had a little bit of dusting, but it is, but it was blown by the high winds we had. Let's see. Yeah, we had some errands to run. We took the boat. We took Snoopy with us, and we went driving. We had lunch. Yeah, let's see. Did it work? Did it work? All right. Congratulations, Legatus Legionii. You are now a wrench. Well, thank you for coming. And thank you for taking up this duty. And since it's just the three of us, John, I think John would be good too. What do you think? Let's see. Hold on a second here. John. You think so? John, just put a yay or a nay if you would like to join the Blue Corps, the King Dolphin Blue Corps. And then I will make it happen. So let's see. I'm waiting. Okay. Let's see. Hello, Mayor McCheese. How are you, sir? How are you? Glad you are here. And welcome aboard. I hope you've had a good weekend. There's the bacon. I can't eat any bacon but turkey bacon, pal. I really can't. So, howdy, howdy. Snortopoopus is lurking, so we will wait till he gets here. So that mini snort. Is that a yes, John? Okay. I didn't see a yes. Yes. Okay. John says yes, so. Let's see here. John, you have been knighted, so you should be showing up as blue in a moment, and that should be enough wrenches. I'm going to try and get Fett over here. I think I'm going to kvetch a bit until yesterday I couldn't spell snap-on, now I is one. And Sandra's explaining why. Well, other than the fact you guys are stalwarts here at the pod and are the most deserving, Sandra is going to be out of town toward the end of March, so the wrench core needs to be increased, and so we need to build up the wrench core, especially since the sharks, the evil sharks, have been wandering the Twitterverse and screwing with people. So this dolphin can't do it alone, so he needs other members of the pod to go and beat up those ugly sharks. And I know that you, Legatus, and you, John, can take care of that. Totally. Yep, you are just a lurker who hides in the corner between streams. Yep. John says, I used to, but I'm trying to get some sleep these days unless there's the trivia quiz. Then I'm there all night. Yeah, the trivia's okay. It's tough on us wrenches, but it does it is a fun time. So let's see, where did we go? I hope everybody did like the pilot roundtable, and I hope that everybody it passed the word on to anybody who could help the poor Jamie Lee. And I'm trying to bring up the site to get us the latest updates. Wish we were wish we had Pudgy here for his sound effects, because right now the GoFundMe for Jamie Lee is got ready to applause $1,375 raised. Everybody, give yourselves a round of applause. Yes, John. Yes, 1,300 is 1,300 has been earned, and we just Sandra got an email. I don't know if I did, but Sandra got an email from Beth to thank us for all the help that's going on for Jamie Lee. So keep it up. I know that people are hard up out there and can't provide any monetary assistance. But even if you can just tweet out the GoFundMe, tweet out the stream that we had, stating, just like what Sandra said, sharing the link is just as important as donating. We've all been in positions where we can and can't send money for causes. If you could pass that stream out to the world at large so people can go out there and help Jamie Lee out, that's just as important. And I know everybody in this chat has been amazing at doing that. Whether donating or passing the word out, you guys are great. I keep saying, and this is from the heart, that this is the best chat in YouTube. Yes, we're small. We're not getting a lot of attention, but we're a family here, and we're out to help anybody we can. Just it makes me feel good. It makes Sandra feel good that there are people out there that are intelligent, that are generous, just like you guys. So again, keep up doing what you're doing. and keep supporting me, keep supporting this community, and we'll succeed. Even something as small as helping out little Jamie Lee getting her surgery. And I know Sandra's probably going to bop me for doing this. We had a rough time on Valentine's Day. We had our poor little Sally ferret go to the Rainbow Bridge. She was 11 years old, so she's lived longer than any ferret should even live. But she's lived a great life. She's been a good friend to us and a great part of our family. So it's if you can just think about little Sally. She's in a better place, waiting for. She's with her other ferret friends and waiting for us for when we cross. So, just wanted to put that out there. So, looks like books are. We're talking about books out there. So, thank you, Legatus. We appreciate that. We'd like to think that we did a good job. Actually, Sandra did. She's got most of the knowledge. I just nod and smile when she gives me instructions, but I did give the little girl some lots of lovin's. Thank you, John. Thank you. We appreciate that. So, okay. So, I hope that everybody is enjoying themselves. What did everybody think about the Super Bowl? I thought the game was okay. I just was not impressed with any of the commercials because you could tell they were woke. Most of them were woke. There was very little that interested me. Also, I refused to see the halftime show. So the game was kind of suspenseful to the very end, and it seemed like that's the way this season, the playoffs went this year. Everybody, every game was decided in the last minute. I'm like, okay, why couldn't someone just crush somebody in the throat and make sure that they won the game? And I'm just bitter because my Packers did not get past their first game. I'm a Packers fan, and I'm just irritated that they didn't get past the one game. So, lay sigh. That's all I can say. Okay. Let me open up. Let me open up the calendar. Maybe I can get some show notes out there. Okay. Calendar notes. Okay, here we go. This coming Wednesday, we're going to have Nick Weiser from 32 Flavors of Nick Weiser that will be visiting us. We're on the 2nd. We're going to have. We're going to be discussing the Dominion War. Once again with anti-derivative Jill. I think we've been talking about how we're going to approach that, and we're both keeping it to the close to the vest, and we it's going to be a surprise, and we hope that you will like it. But we're still in the process of working that out. And Fet for Hire gave us a great splash, which I'm keeping top secret. Well, it's a war. You got to keep things classified for operational security. So we're going to be breaking that out probably the 2 days prior, and we're looking to have fun with that. Thank you. Yeah, 34 years. Wow, not even for the commercials, buddy. Okay, well, you're not a football fan. Yeah. Well, it's only one team that I'll root for. And if they're not playing, I don't really watch any, even though we got 3 teams around us here. And of course, I don't root for any of the 3 teams that are in our local area here. So, oh well. Regatta. Well, Sandra already answered that. So, John. So, and then we've got playoff overtime rules. Yeah, exactly. If you get a touchdown, you've won the game. They've really changed the rules, and not necessarily for the better. And yes, it is a Fet for Hire surprise. He's been coming up with some good stuff. I really like what he did with the Women Pilot Roundtable. How he made it vintage. Okay. What did I do? Yeah, it was a good. I like that. I like that logo. It was a nice vintage. It made it look like it was a colorized version of the picture, and it came out really, really well. So, hail Fet for Hire, and keep up the good work. Keep smashing the wokeness that is out there, and keep up the faith. Fet, if you are out there, you can hear me. Come on in. We have a wrench. We have deployed the full wrench task force that are perfectly willing to slap down any trolls, any bots, anything that wants to ruin our fun. There's no bitterness in Sandra here. Yeah. Yeah, I feel bad. I feel bad. At least when the Browns left, they kept the name. Wish they would have kept some quality, but if you score and the other team can't match it or better it in their possession, then the game is over. Okay, that's a good way of doing it. I think they do that in hockey too, but of course, hockey you get points even if you lose. Even if you lose. So okay. I've got Snoopy in the back couch that are that's over here watching me talk, wondering who I'm talking to. So if you hear the jaws moving, it's Snoopy. So, okay. Well, people are passing around my tweets in the Hail, Comic Relief Crusader. How are you, sir? Welcome. Welcome aboard. Glad you could be here. So, I think I'm tired of hearing myself talk. So, I'm going to offer anybody out there, if they want to come on the panel, just let Sandra know, and we let her know, or put it in the chat, and I'll send you out the link to come on, and let's just talk. Let's have a talk. So, oh, what's the matter, Comic? Well, hope we can cheer you up. Anything you want to talk about to make everybody feel better? We have the amazing wrenches who have orders on what can and cannot be talked about, but let's just chill. Let's just have a chill stream, and let's have fun. Okay, John. Let's see. Let me get you the. Let me get you a welcome. Yeah, Sandra. Wow. Some of them had family season passes. I could see why people were irritated, and of course they didn't translate to. Of course, they did not translate to the Ravens once they got here, huh? Oh, I am so sorry about that. I am so sorry about that. We'll. So, everybody, send some good thoughts to the Comic Relief Crusader, and hope that your sister gets better. And I am working on getting the link. And okay. Well, again, I'm not Doomcock, but at least Comic Relief Crusader. This is a spot where you can yeah, come on in. Come on in, and we can talk about your channel. Congratulations on your channel. Please subscribe to him. Let me see if I'm subscribed to him. If you can put your link out there, or send me your. Well, let me get your link. comic. Drink them if you got them, guys. Okay, here is the link for the Comic Relief Crusader. Sandra, which one's that? Which one is that? Because I got a completely different one. Okay, comic, you're gonna have to you're gonna have to tell us which one is right. So okay. Fez for Hire is here. You know, Legatus, you can come on at any time. Hey, Fez.
Hello.
How you doing?
Get rid of that one. Am I there now?
Yeah, we got you. How you doing, buddy?
Oh, I'm doing okay, I suppose, I guess. And
Oh, that sounds really enthusiastic.
well, it's Saturday. It's been kind of weird. I had to go to bed early last night and be awake early this morning, and of course, waiting for a buddy of mine to come along and look at the car, which has been giving me all kinds of problems.
Oh, okay.
And today it didn't give me any problems except we had to jump start it. So it's like, you take the TV to the repair shop and there's nothing wrong with it. It's that kind of a thing. Always happens to me.
Ah, gotcha.
But and I managed to get started on the book.
Oh, good.
So
Good.
I finished up the prologue this morning. Looks really good.
Great.
I have one question though, and this has been a question on my mind for many, many, many years. Since
Okay.
I worked at a call center back in the 90s.
Mhm.
The names that begin with NG, how do you pronounce that?
I believe it's Nguyen. N-U Nguyen. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, because we always got caught up on some of the foreign names that were spelled in not standard English pronunciation.
Mhm.
And I had the one I'll never forget was a fellow named Steve Nagoyan.
Mhm.
And I could never get that to work in my brain. So, what did you say? It was new.
Okay, hold on a second. Hold on a second. I'm gonna try and do the phonetical
Ah, okay.
as best I can, not knowing Vietnamese.
Ah,
And in fact, it's not quite the. There you go, Nguyen.
okay.
Hey, Legatus, we don't. If your avatar is all you got, that's fine. Come on in.
He has no mic.
Oh, you have no mic either? Oh, okay. Never mind. Sorry.
Ah,
Well.
you'll
wait.
have days like that.
Yeah. One day we will have you on, but we have you always here, always vigilant, and always ready. Right, John?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. And congratulations on your wrench.
Oh, thank you, that's very sweet.
Oh, you're welcome.
And yeah, I'm surprised. Baron Ormontag had me on as a wrench, and I'm now his super wrench.
Ooh.
But I have a lot of fun with him and a lot of fun with you guys. That's great.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, we're small. We're small. We don't get a lot of attention, which may be a good thing. It may not be a good thing, but at least when we're here, we're together. We're family.
yeah. Well, you know what? Small isn't always a bad thing. And
Agreed.
I'll give you the railroad analogy. If you
Okay.
see a steam locomotive with smaller wheels,
Uh-huh.
It's more powerful. It's not speedy, but it's powerful.
Mm-hmm.
The locomotives with the large wheels are made for speed, but not power.
Mm-hmm.
So smaller is better. And, people don't see them as often, or they didn't back in the old days. There's a lot of them out there now, but,
Yeah.
they're keeping trundling along. So you'll be fine.
Yeah. So true, Legatus. So true. Small, but carry that big stick.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Uh,
From what I hear right now, Fett's getting some trolling, and
oh dear.
yes, sounds like I told him to come on. I said, "Come on, Fett, we got some wrenches that'll slap those trolls around."
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, come on, Comic Relief. The link's out there. The StreamYard link's out there. Come on by. Come on up. We'll chat. You can tell us
Yeah.
about the channel, and we'll see how we'll help you out. Help you feel less bummed. A lot of bumness, lately. And
Yeah. Well, I've been watching some of the videos from up north, and it is a bit depressing today.
yeah, well, we've got it may be depressing, but no matter what we think about it, it's not a subject we need to.
No, I just understand the feelings,
Yeah,
but things should work out.
yeah.
No matter what we think about it.
Hello, how you doing, sir?
No, I
Do we
just
okay?
understand the feelings. Yeah. But
Okay, Legatus.
Hello. How you doing, sir?
Good day, Mr. King Dolphin and Fez.
Hello,
Hello there.
sir. How are you, Comic Relief?
No,
How you
actually, I
doing?
don't sound like, Scottish. So, yeah.
Don't. If we're gonna
And see,
try,
I'm just
He's
wondering
one of us.
why I actually can't hear you now. So, which is very, very odd.
okay.
Hmm.
Testing 1, 2, 3. That's
No,
the good
it's
thing
kinda
about these
weird.
chills. They're
It's scary.
nothing. They're unscripted.
Why can't I hear you guys? That's
Whoa. Anybody?
weird.
Testing. Testing.
That's the good thing about these chills. There's nothing.
Oh, wait a
They're
minute. There we go.
unscripted.
Can't I hear you guys?
You got the echo.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Anybody?
Weird.
Okay, so you got the StreamYard and the YouTube working.
Yeah.
That's the good thing about these chills. There's
Yeah.
nothing.
Mute the YouTube if you could.
Okay.
All right. There we
Can you
go.
hear us?
You got us? Guess not.
Nobody home?
Tick
I know I
tock,
can't hear anymore. That's so
tick
weird.
tock, tick tock, tick tock. What you
One
saw?
sec, and I'm going to figure out what's going on my end.
Okay.
You got us?
I think.
What I find sometimes is I gotta check the settings. Oh, okay.
What you
One
said?
sec, and I'm going to figure out what's going on.
I should get a technical. I should get technical difficulties.
Oh, the test card?
The test
Okay, now I can hear you guys.
All right, there we go.
Okay. Hello,
Welcome.
how you doing?
Welcome,
Yay.
sir. Glad to have you on,
man.
sir.
Yeah, hey guys. Yeah, the Comic Relief Crusader here. Yeah, no, it's just been, really rough. I'm all the way up here in Canada, in the Texas of Canada, which would be Alberta. And yeah, and I mean, with all the restrictions and whatnot going on, I mean, even though they're getting, lifted bit by bit, it's the loss of getting hardly any work and then getting laid off. And so I'm trying to substitute with what I do through graphic design,
Mhm.
and really just trying to push hard my business. And then I find out, even though I'm not really supposed to say because my wife wanted to keep it hush hush, but it's in the back of your head with her sister back in New Brunswick having leukemia. And so
Are you going to get bopped for that?
hopefully not, if she doesn't see this.
Well, it's all across.
It's a secret. So
Mhm.
right now she doesn't even know I'm even live right now. So
Uh-oh.
but
His
and
stream will be deleted on his side.
good enough.
Oh, not on our side. We're going to keep going.
Oh well, yeah, okay, good enough.
No.
But
Well-
no, it's hard, because you're fighting this mental battle because you have family to take care of. I've been the sole breadwinner basically, and my wife's been trying hard trying to get her photography business off the ground. And when you have a kid on top of that, and everything is taken away, it's just nuts, right?
Yeah.
So you're trying to not get depressed, and you're trying to figure out solutions. And so that's why I haven't posted very many videos, and I keep saying on my videos, yes, I will get to this, I will do this, because like you guys, I am a nerd like you two,
Mhm.
and I grew up reading comic books and watching sci-fi and adventure movies and
Yeah.
all this stuff, and seeing it all torn to crap basically, and wanting to say something like you guys, and
Yeah. Well, the things I want to say, they can't put on the air.
exactly. Well,
Yeah.
I will, and I don't give
Yeah.
a damn how many strikes I get.
Yeah. And me, there's just so many of the ranters out there, the people that I passionately feel like it too, but it's like, do I want to be and John knows this, do I want to be just the other fish
Mhm.
out, the other fish screaming about the atrocities? No.
Yes, you do. So, because if you're not, you know what? All these fish, like including yourself, because you're the king.
Yeah, that's true.
Is not a
King
fish,
dolphin.
even though a dolphin isn't a fish. But you know what? If all of us fish get together,
Yeah.
what is a bunch of fish? It's a school.
Yeah. Or in our
fish.
case, it's a pod.
Yes.
It's a
And
pod.
you know what?
Yeah.
We all need to, like, yes, I watch like Doomcock, right?
Mhm.
Or Nerdronic, or Critical Drinker, or or a lot of other these guys, like even Canadian Spider-Man. I mean, he's getting into it. Like, kudos to him,
Mhm.
also like doing his little ranting and raving, right? I mean, he's basically like next door to where I'm at, right?
And
And
he's a pretty good guy.
oh, he's an awesome guy,
Yeah.
but then again, most of us Canadians are, I guess, anyway. So not that I'm tooting my own horn or anything, but
Yeah.
but it's we, like, how do I put it? It's usually when I start on these rants, it's like my mind gets all cluttered. But it's like the truckers in Ottawa. Let's put it that way, okay?
Okay,
When
and let's leave it
everybody
at
gets
that.
together and makes a stink and makes a noise, they got to start paying attention to you,
Yeah.
right? And the more that we rant and rave, the more they can't ignore us.
Mhm.
Because one thing that all these SJW mamsy pamsy friggin' bunch of whiners out there are good at doing is essentially
Complaining.
themselves loud, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seeing who's the
for
loudest.
ages and for ages and ages and ages, we just sat by and it's like, no, they won't go that far. No, they can't possibly go that far. No, they wouldn't go that far to do that, right? That would ruin them. But they're doing it.
Yeah.
They're all doing it, right?
Yeah.
And we sat by for too long in the aisles and then basically just watch them essentially rape everything that we liked,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. I
Case
mean,
in point, the last Star Wars trilogy.
I haven't really liked a Star Wars movie since Return of the Jedi. You know,
I
and
didn't
that
like
was
the last trilogy. Like
that was back when I was a teenager.
not that trilogy, but I mean the last George Lucas trilogy.
The
Oh,
prequel.
I
The only good one out of that trilogy was Revenge of the Sith. That's about it.
Mhm.
That was good.
Oh, the prequel.
That's
Yeah.
I didn't mind two. Sure, one could have been better, but then again, ages ago, back in '99, even Lucas said, "You know what? It was more tailored for the kids to introduce them into Star Wars."
Mhm.
And I kind of get that kind of mentality, thinking that way, right? And
Yeah.
that's why, yeah, not a lot of us grown-ups, kind of poo-poo episode 1. But you know what? If you look at it from the viewpoint of a child being introduced into it,
Yeah.
you can kind of see it. You can kind of understand it. But
Yeah.
but the last KK trilogy, I mean, that's complete and utter
The only good one,
dog crap.
I think we all three can agree here. The only good one it was Rogue One. The only
Mhm.
good,
I did
Yeah.
enjoy that.
yeah, the only
I
good
mean,
movie.
There were moments of what was the first J.J. Abrams one?
That was the Force
That
Awakens.
was
Yeah.
episode 4.
Yeah.
Clone.
That- Yeah, that had some moments in it that were good. And, I think Daisy Ridley is cute as a button, but, not a great
You need
movie, not a great
context.
vehicle for her.
Yeah.
You need
Yeah.
context.
Yeah. But
Well, see, all this time, I was expecting Finn,
mhm.
to actually be like the next Jedi, right?
Finn
Yeah.
was
And I was
curly.
okay with that.
Finn
Yeah.
was Curly Howard.
Yeah. Especially in the second one. They made him a joke.
Finn
Yeah,
was
exactly,
Curly
right.
Howard.
And
I'm just going to be this bumbling idiot that goes all around the place and just slips on back to fluid all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, Andy Masterson. How you doing, buddy?
Hello, Andy.
Hello. If you want, the post is the StreamYard link is out there. Come on in. Maybe we can get some updates on your creations. I'll tell you this: when I wrote my book, and I finally got it to the iteration I really liked. This was around the time of the Ray being the best of so far.
Yeah.
And being uber powerful with no reason. And I'm like, okay, I'm not going to spoil much because I know I've got 2 people out there reading them. It was like, I hope I'm not making a Mary Sue.
No.
But then I realized, nah, I don't have a Mary Sue. There is a context. There is a context. And that's the thing. If they could have put Ray in context as to how she got her powers, how she got her abilities,
Right.
instead of all of a sudden, poof, there I am to save the day.
Yeah, they gave that little hint of her with the helmet and the Skywalker doll or X-Wing fighter doll thing. But that was it. I mean, you were forced to assume that she'd been around these ships all her life as a scrapper. But, I've done that and I know jack diddly doodah about cars. I can take them apart. I can't put them together. In fact, the one time we tried to fix my car after I hit a deer, actually it was an S10 truck, we ended up changing the bumper, the grill, the left fender, and the headlights. And we had literally a coffee can full of bolts left over. And I had no idea where they went. And it took the 2 of us 9 hours to get this done. It should have taken like 20 minutes. But
Nah, it'll be fine.
yeah, that's why I hate car makers and deer.
You know what? Last only good car I had was a 78 Regency.
Mhm.
It was a boat of a car.
Yeah.
Was a 305 engine in it? But damn. Oh, I love that car. Solid. It was a tank, right?
Yeah.
It's only good cars. They were easy to fix.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Well, that's why I
You
wish
put-
I had
you
my
put a
grandfather's
clothespin-
Dodge Dart.
Yeah.
You know, if you own a screwdriver and a matchbook cover, that thing will run forever.
You
But
put,
unfortunately,
a-
the frames were weak and mine broke
Ooh.
the day after I got hired as a pizza delivery driver.
Oh.
It's how my life works.
Ow.
So
The
curses to Domino's.
or if you've got a clothespin and you could stick it in the carburetor, it's gonna run.
Mhm.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, that's what we
MacGyver
did
it.
with the screwdriver. If it was a cold day, stick the screwdriver in, start it up, maybe spray a little of that stuff you're not supposed to inhale. But
Oh, that stuff.
yeah, ether.
Yeah.
Spray that in and she'll start right up, put the air cleaner back on, and zoom, you're off.
Yep.
And, that didn't have, back in those days, we didn't have anti-lock brakes or any of that. So when you hit the pedal, you stopped.
Oh, yeah.
With the anti-lock brakes, I almost went out in front of a truck several times. And, I hate that.
Yeah.
Getting splattered by a truck is not conducive to a long and happy life.
No.
And I like the general integrity of every bone in my body just as it is.
That is true.
Yeah, because we all know a million mommy kisses wouldn't fix that boo boo.
Oh no, not even a little bit.
So,
But not that they don't help, but
I suppose.
but you'll have this stuff.
But yeah, no, it's just over the over Christmas and just the beginning of the year. Really, it's just been just a pain. Really,
Yeah.
just trying to rush and come up with anything, just to pay rent bills and stuff like that. I mean, like last month, I was like this close to getting things shut off. I had to use the majority of the Christmas money that I managed to save to just pay rent and stuff like that, right? So it's been it's been insane. I mean, but then again, the only solace, I suppose you could say, is that our daughter, I mean, we got 4 kids and most of them are out of the house. Thank you. That I mean, she's 12 now, but she's not like one of those kids that needs everything that she sees in like the Sears Christmas catalog, for example, right?
Yeah.
She's happy with a few things, and I mean, I got her some books, a book series that she wanted to read and some other stuff, and I mean, she was quite happy. So so there's not really that much, I suppose you could say,
We must take a moment. We have to welcome Snorter Poopus. Welcome.
Oh, whoa.
Snorter Poopus.
Cuba. Oh, this time I get to say it audibly.
Yeah.
This is Mini Snort.
Everybody's favorite bear.
Yeah.
Everybody, everywhere. Loves
There you go,
Snort.
Snort. The Mini Snort.
Roly and Poly say hello, Mini Snort.
Hey, Rolly. Hey.
They're my shop foreman.
Dog, so
And doggy.
Oh, they're gonna.
That was a birthday present on top of that.
I gotta bring out the. Hold on, I gotta bring the mascot.
Yeah.
That and I think the other thing is next week, Friday, I'm turning 50. Oh,
last Saturday I turned 57.
did ya?
Yeah.
Well, see, now I don't feel so bad.
Well,
Yeah, young old whippersnapper.
yeah.
Well, Snort, since we're not going to be able to see you, Mini Snort is probably the next best thing.
Yeah, there we go.
Pretty close.
I've got to get my. Come on, Raymond.
Love it.
So yeah, that's
then
the other thing that's been on my head.
And
Turning
there's
50 next week on the 25th.
There's my mascot.
So there's a mascot.
Yes, Prince Dolphin.
See, when it comes to mascots, God, here's a good thing, yeah, because my avatar picture, it's from Transformers, and I've always been a Transformer fan, right?
Oh, I like Transformers.
But mine's over the mantle, and that'd be too big to take down. But yeah, if and that, sorry, forget it's mirrored. Yeah, that poster right there. It's a scale chart that I made. I sold that like all around the world. So yeah, work with third-party company on top of that. That makes third-party figures and stuff like that. So
neat.
So yeah, I mean, I've always been, getting my little mitts into pop culture here and there and whatnot. So
the guy says Snort says he is rugged and handsome.
He is.
He is. And Mini Snort is a chip off the old block. And
Awesome.
Legatus Legion I says he used to love cutting up the Sears and consumers distribution catalogs to create the Christmas wish list.
Yes, totally.
Yes.
Well, that was one of the things I miss is that wish book because all the toys in there were just awesome.
One thing. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
The two of the guitars that I made for my Star Trek figures turned into Kiss were basically pages that I glued down to balsa wood and then cut out the guitars for them.
Nice.
And that was among the first guitars I built. Well, I told you about the Les Paul I built for the Ace Frehley one out of ADS plastic, right?
Yeah.
Last time I was on, but that was that was fun stuff. And I had the Star Trek dolls, used black tape cut out with an X-Acto knife for the makeup, and tin foil for the outfits, popsicle sticks cut for the high-heeled boots. It was nuts.
What was the one thing you guys wanted out of that wish list? The Sears catalog wish list that you wanted so bad as a kid but never got.
I remember it. It was a disguise kit. Dr. something. Oh, I could have told you 5 minutes ago. But it was basically sort of a hand puppet that had all different kinds of faces and features, like a Mr. Potato Head, only interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I wanted that so bad because I love movie makeup and things like that. So I thought that would be the next best thing.
Nice.
I wanted the old Star Trek. I wanted the old Star Trek landing party kit where they had the phaser, we had the tricorder, they had the communicator. But living in a family where Star Trek was verboten, I'm like,
sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Me, I think I wanted this Tommy robot that was by remote control. That put this little cassette in it on top of that. Yeah. It had a tray that you could just wheel around and stuff like that. That had the head and the light up lights and stuff like that. That's what
TOMI Tommy was the company.
Yeah.
TOMI? Okay, I think I remember that. I've got a slight impression going on up in here right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, that sounds familiar.
Yeah. There was one place actually near here, an antique place, that actually had it with the instructions and remote control and everything. $80, and I should have grabbed it.
Mm,
We used to. Sandra says they used to go in the catalog and circle what they wanted with
Yeah.
the names.
yep. Yeah, we
And
did
then
that.
the posting the wish list on one sheet of typewriter paper with the image title clearly.
Yeah.
And if we had something on the other side, they had to pick one or find a second catalog.
Hmm.
True.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
the second catalog was J.C. Penney's.
Yep. And making a young kid having to pick one or the other.
Yeah.
Meh.
And the game I missed that I did have was that the voice of the Pharaoh, I think it was, or the voice of the mummy.
Oh,
And
yeah.
the box was basically the game board. You took out the styrofoam thing and put it on, and there was a mummy that talked on top and had a little 3-inch record. But you move to a certain space, you flick the switch, and the mummy talks. And I remember playing that back in the house in West Pittston with my sister, who sadly passed away 2 years ago, well,
Oh.
almost 3 years ago now, from
Mm.
breast cancer.
Mm.
But yeah, that was a game I loved. We had a lot of fun with that.
Yeah. Snort says he wrote his list all longhand, and that's when the bear parents confiscated my pens and pencils. Then what did you do, Snort?
He moved out.
Yeah,
Punched out a puffin.
yeah. Well,
Well, it works for me.
yeah, my some of the other stuff I wanted the army stuff to play, and oh my god, remember when those
Oh yeah.
army stuff was realistic? And then
Oh yeah.
Oh, like the G.I. Joe stuff?
yeah, the
Yeah.
GI Joe stuff, and
Yeah,
then
with the Kung Fu grip.
yeah, and then the Ranger pistol, the Ranger BB guns, and
Yeah.
Yeah, and you used to be able to
Chinchilla-
get
the
the
imitation
generic kits.
Hmm?
You used to get the generic kits. They didn't actually say GI Joe, but they worked with them.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Well, I wanted GI Joe, but since my dad said, "Oh, those are dolls," no GI Joes.
Mhm.
Here's an interesting story, though, that
Yeah.
I remember from, God, let me think, 10, 15 years ago, the creator of G.I. Joe, because I've worked with Hasbro before, like ages ago and stuff like that, so you get a little bit of info here and there. But the creator of G.I. Joe actually created G.I. Joe because back in I believe it was the late 60s, and God, I hope your channel doesn't get canceled because of this, but he created G.I. Joe because he saw the rise of homosexuality going on with males. And so he created G.I. Joe to make boys more manly, really.
Mhm.
So yeah, even though they were like scaled to like Barbie, right?
Yeah.
It was actually, and the first villain in the G.I. Joe line, the original G.I. Joe line, was actually Major Blood.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and he wrote poetry, like pretty dark poetry, but he wrote poetry,
Yeah.
So which I thought was like fascinating. And apparently the creator of it actually read some of the poetry that Major Blood actually wrote, and it's like, dang, this guy has probably deep-seated psychological problems. So, but yeah, it was actually and it's really weird, because if you were to say that today, oh my God, you'd be
you'd be hanged.
Yeah, you'd be so canceled. It would make your head spin.
Yeah.
How about the old Matt? How about the old Matt Mason astronaut figures?
Oh yeah.
I don't remember that one.
They were
I
rubber.
vaguely remember that.
They think of Gumby in a human astronaut form. They were rubber. They had wires in to help support them, and you could dress them up in various astronaut stuff, and they had really neat space environments.
Hmm. Neat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey.
I don't remember them at all.
Yeah.
I remember
Hello,
Mike
Shoki
Power, Atomic
Reviews.
Man.
Hmm?
Mike Power, Atomic Man, who was a knockoff of both G.I. Joe and the $6 Million Man
I don't
action
remember. I
figure.
don't know if I remember that one.
Yeah,
Uh,
it was weird.
So it was
But-
kind of like Action Man of sorts.
Yeah, sort of. It was basically a ripoff of $6 Million Man, but the same size as G.I. Joe.
Oh,
Huh.
okay.
And I remember I had the helicopter for G.I. Joe. That was, I think that's when I put my thumb out, because there was a thumb button on the side of it. You had to keep moving, back and forth like
oh yeah,
that.
the
Get
spinner thing.
the blades to rotate.
Mhm.
And man, after about 2 minutes of that, your thumb hurt,
Mm.
but it was still fun.
Hello, Shoki Reviews. Welcome, and
Hello.
we are King Dolphin TV. We talk. We normally talk about. I normally bring out stuff for creators that are either books, arts, music. I've yet to have anybody from music. Well, I've had you guys on with the guitars, but nobody actually bringing out their music. We've gone into various geek type things. We've talked about comics. I'd like to get your thoughts on some of the comics too, Mr. Crusader.
Yeah, totally.
We've talked about stuff out in the real world. We talked about Civil Air Patrol on its 80th anniversary. We've had women pilots on, so we go the whole gamut. Currently, we've got an ongoing stream talking about Star Trek Deep Space Nine. I'm doing that with Anti-Derivative Jill.
Yeah.
We're going to have an interesting one coming up on that one.
And she's a smart kid.
Yeah, she is. Yeah, she is.
Yeah, with
all right.
Shoki there, I'm just spreading the love of you guys, but we're just giving our own little podcast a try too. So,
well, put your links.
We call it, and so you made it awkward.
Okay.
because, well, like I said earlier, about media nowadays, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So what else you gonna call it?
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Put the links that you want to plug in the private chat, and I'll give them to Sandra so she can, or I can share them out there too. But yeah, plug your stuff. So you are very much into comics?
Oh, myself, God, yeah. Like since I was a kid.
I love comics. I've loved comics since I was a kid. And unfortunately, there was a time my dad did a big cleanup, and I'm sure I lost a lot of what would be valuable now.
Yeah.
I lost a lot of those comics, so I got back to collecting. I've got about 7 boxes in my mudroom of comics, and I'm a comic person. I'm the one that would buy 2 sets, one to keep and read, the other one to cut and make into little adventures.
Neat.
Yeah.
Really?
Neat.
Yes, I would cut
them up.
Huh?
You would cut them up?
I would cut up the heroes and put them on a backdrop and have adventures.
Just like the old Color Forms kits.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I had the G.I. Joe. Yeah.
Which is why you always had to buy 2.
Mm-hmm.
See, I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
Even if I bought 2, because one, when I was a kid, I would always, you bag and board it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then the other one, was depending. Yeah, I would just, maybe keep loose and just read. Like, God, I couldn't do that. That would just drive me nuts.
Yeah.
So you are more brave than I am.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
So what did you collect?
Me?
Yeah.
My favorite comics were Hello, Janet. Welcome aboard. Glad you're
Janet.
here.
Ah, Janet from another planet.
Yes, Janet from
Hi
another
there.
planet. How are you? And Sandra just answered the question about my Legatus asked about what kind I have, and Sandra answered that, yeah, they're long boxes.
Hmm.
So I focused mainly on the big two, Marvel and DC,
Right.
but my favorite ones at the time were the Fantastic Four, obviously, and the Avengers, and Legion of Superheroes. Those were really the only three that I collected.
Oh yeah.
When I grew up and moved out of the house, I kind of expanded some, but those three were still the core. And what really bothered me of Fantastic Four is there'd be a good stretch, a crummy stretch, a good stretch, and a crummy stretch, and mainly it's the artistry.
Yeah.
Right.
You can't beat Kirby.
No.
Perez is great. I loved Burns' run.
Yeah.
But then there were some that just I don't like Romita. Oh my god, I don't like him. He's a moron. He can't draw. John Romita can't draw out of a paper bag.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I got to be the weird one. I was never much into the superhero stuff, although I did read it when it was there.
Yeah.
But I was into Sergeant Rock,
Oh, I
Gravedigger,
love Sergeant
and
Rock, yeah.
the old Unknown Soldier.
You know, I've
And
never read Sergeant Rock.
Oh my God, they were fun. War comics.
Oh, and Sergeant Fury. Sergeant
Yeah.
Fury and the Howling
And
Commandos.
it's Howling Commandos.
Yeah.
Never found that one, but the store up the street from me always had the Sergeant Rocks, and Gravedigger I liked because he was just an interesting, bizarre character for the time. A black soldier in Gravedigger's registration is actually a high class spy, and Unknown Soldier could be anybody. And I had the one where all three met up, and it was the last issue of all of them, I guess.
Right.
And somewhere along the way, I guess moving or something, I lost it. And that kind of broke my heart. Now, of course, they haven't done anything with it since that I'm aware of.
Yeah.
Huh.
But my dad had, back in the 50s, the Spirit comics.
Oh yeah.
And my grandfather, like Ray's dad, objected and basically tossed them in the trash. But I keep thinking how much money they'd be worth today.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
And
I
this was
had
the early
I had the giant size X-Men with the when they converted to the new team.
Oh wow.
First run, and never saw it again.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember I did have a Fantastic Four, but I don't know which one it was.
Huh.
And there was a Superman one at my other grandparents' house that we used to have to read and reread and reread. There wasn't another one.
Yeah.
But
It was funny. When we went on the obligatory Sunday ride with the family, I would go into because I could care less about these rides, but I had to go. So I would take a stack of comics, about that thick,
Yeah.
and take them into the car with me.
Yeah.
And I'd be reading them.
Yeah.
Sometimes I would read them out loud. But most of the time it was reading them in the vehicle as we went on our ride
Nice.
and got bored stiff.
Yeah. Yeah. See, I used to enjoy the rides with the family, but we went on the unbeaten paths.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, usually it would end up at a railroad museum. So yay.
With me, I was never big into DC. I never really bought DC comics. I was always, the Marvel kind of guy, right? And I always bought the occasional Spider-Man, and I actually remember the very first Spider-Man comic that I got. It was this one where Peter Parker, he goes to, what was it, some sort of college, and there was a robot that could figure out these problems, and apparently the question was posed, who is Spider-Man? And he was so afraid that it was, that this robot was going to calculate away and find out that he was Spider-Man, right? So that was my first one. But then later on, I got into Silver Surfer. Volume 3 was coming out with Ron Lim when he was the artist. And I loved Silver Surfer. I've always been kind of a cosmic kind of guy.
Yeah.
And started collecting that. And Transformers when Marvel had the license. And then that got me collecting even more so, because then I went out and I searched the very first appearance in Fantastic Four, of Silver Surfer and Galactus, right? Which is 48, 49, and 50. So I bought the old Kirby issues. So, and fell in love with Jack Kirby that way.
Yeah.
And, so the more I collected, I really like the John Byron run, because he really got into the nuts and bolts of, of not just the Fantastic Four as a family, but, even characters like Galactus and stuff like that.
What I liked about the Fantastic Four is it's funny. They could burn. Okay, Kirby had him as the absent-minded professor, or the very focused professor person that the rest of the family was kind of like, they were there.
Yeah.
But Byrne really congealed the four.
Yeah.
Yeah, Byrne really congealed the four. Now, I know Clobby and I are going to have a differences of opinion with the current iteration. He doesn't like Dan Slott. I find that he's doing a really good job with the Fantastic Four. There's some things that I don't necessarily like about him, but some of the things that I do like is one, they finally married Ben and Alicia.
Oh, he's married now.
Yeah, Ben and Alicia are married.
Huh. It's about time.
Yeah, exactly. 60-something years, 58 years, and
it's the longest engagement ever.
Yeah. And they even got kids.
See, that's the thing, because of what's going on in the comic industry, I haven't read any of it in such a long time, except for maybe, what was it? The last thing I read from Marvel really was when they redid Secret Wars all over again, a few years back.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So but I had no idea that they're married now and have kids, and so
they're adopted kids, but they're still kids.
I was going to say, after 60 years of courting, that's going to need one hell of a Viagra.
And then
very hard.
Yes. And then the latest retcon of their origin. Hey Janet, if you want to come on, let me know. I'll put you the link. Put the link for you if you want to join the panel. But they completely retconned the origin, that it wasn't just a random set of cosmic rays that converted them, but it was actually an alien race that attacked them with cosmic rays.
Of course.
Yes. So
I had, I had my own theory on that, because I think it was way back when, and it was a John Byrne story, actually, from what I remember. And, another little Galactus meetup and stuff like that, right? It was one line that was in there that always kind of bothered me a little bit, right? Because I forget who said it. It was either it was either one of Galactus's heralds or it was Galactus himself. But one of them mentioned that the Fantastic Four has the touch of Galactus on them, right?
Mhm.
And that always kind of like, resonated with me a little bit, right?
Mhm.
And I thought, okay, for all their powers, right? Let's theorize, right? That, for example, when Norrin Rad became the Silver Surfer, right?
Mhm.
And Galactus transformed him, right?
Mhm.
And this is a scenario that just I mulled about in my head because back then I was like, wanting to actually be a writer for Marvel, right? And I kind of thought this would be an interesting storyline to kind of tell and kind of like join it all up together. That what if those energies that Galactus used transforming Nora and Rad into Silver Surfer eventually, through thousands of light years across the galaxy, made it to Earth just at the point when the Fantastic Four were making it up into space and got bombarded by cosmic rays
Mhm.
to transform them to what they are now, to explain that little line that was in a Fantastic Four issue. I thought that'd be kind of neat.
Yeah.
But God, I hate retconning.
Yeah.
Yeah. The one
Legatus,
thing
Legatus Legionii says Lois and Clark was one of those longest love relationships.
Yep.
And he's glad that they did the wedding. The comics and the TV show got to coincide the wedding the same time. I remember that. That was during the Lois and Clark series. They got married at about the same time the TV series did it.
Yeah, early 2000s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Spider-Man did that too. Now, granted, Spider-Man wasn't on TV, but the newspaper comics had the marriage of Peter and Mary Jane, and then the comics did it like almost immediately.
Yeah.
Afterwards.
Yeah.
To coincide. So I thought that was interesting as well.
Neat.
Yeah.
And one thing I always liked was, origin stories of any kind, or how a team is built. Movies like The Sting, how you're seeing all the different grifters come together, to form this team in the beginning of the movie, and how it all worked out.
Mm-hmm.
And same thing with Magnificent Seven, how they built the team of seven.
Yeah.
But always cool to see that kind of an origin story that carries through into the action.
Mm-hmm.
It just gives you the full package.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Snoopy's pacing in the back.
here's a question for you. Have you ever heard of Joe Palucca?
Oh yeah.
I've heard that name somewhere.
Joe
He was
Palucca,
a comic strip.
Yeah. Joe Palucca was originated by a guy named Ham Fisher, and he was from up here near Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania.
Mm-hmm.
And if you go up Route 309 from Wilkes-Barre towards Hazleton, there is Joe Palucca Mountain right next to you. And there used to be a brass plaque. They replaced it with a stone one because it kept getting stolen. But it has Ham Fisher, his likeness on it, and the explanation that he wrote Joe Palucca. And that was about the only claim to fame we had in Wilkes-Barre of anything, really pop culture.
Cool.
Other than, what was his name? Mankiewicz lived in Wilkes-Barre for a short time. When he was there, he had a bicycle that he called Rosebud. And that's what the actual Rosebud from Citizen Kane came from.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Huh. That's pretty cool.
Joseph L. Mankiewicz, that was him.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
Yeah. We touch greatness now and then, but we never quite get it.
That's true. That's so true.
Sometimes I'm okay flying under the radar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
Under the radar is good.
to like make my stealthy attack.
Yeah, I love it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Eventually, the power will be mine.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, let me get that spinach out of there.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I just have a warped and twisted mind.
We all do in some
That's
ways.
okay, because sometimes
Yes.
crazy works.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
So we've got
And Janet, just because you're ironing is no excuse to join.
yes, you can join us. Hello,
While you're
Six. How are
ironing.
you?
Hello.
Welcome. Glad you can make it. If you want to come in and say hello, we can put the stream out there. Just give us a holler.
Yes, hello, 6.
Yes, and again, for all of you that are new, that are just popping in, if you like what I'm doing here, if this is the first time you see what I'm doing here, and you like it, hit the like and subscribe. Oh yes, gladly.
Do it.
Yes. Oh yeah. The next time I want to do a story about my collectibles. You want to share your? Oh, definitely.
Awesome.
Oh, totally.
Yes.
Janet does these awesome pictures with beads.
Oh,
Like, I've
yes,
seen-
we've seen one.
Oh
We've
my
seen
god,
the
they're so
Doomcock
cool.
We've seen the Doomcock one.
Yeah,
last,
yeah.
last weekend.
What was it? I think she did one of like Wonder Woman and a few others. Like, oh my god,
Yeah,
these are amazing.
definitely Janet.
Commission Janet. Buy her stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. We'll tell you what. We will definitely, since you create these artwork, we'll have a special artwork show. Get with me, and we'll figure out a date and time. As I said, I support creators because being a creator myself, Mr. Creator. I'm not going to ask your first name, so I'll just call you Mr. Creator or Crusader, Mr. Crusader.
Please call me Mike.
Okay, Mike. Mike, because it's been, if you're an indie publisher and please, Janet, you're going to make me give you the link. I'm going to give you the link. You take care, Shoki. Mike will put the link out and we'll get it out there, share your podcast. But as I was saying, Mike, I'm a creator. I wrote 2 books, got 3. I got 2 more on the way.
Nice.
But when you're doing independent stuff, and I'm not so much I'm very skeptical about these GoFundMes and stuff like that. And I'm going to get so you got to find out, you got to do your own publishing, which Kindle's good. I have a love-hate relationship with Kindle, at least with my first book, because the formatting wasn't the greatest, and John and Regatta could tell you that.
Yeah.
Number 2 is better. But it's a love-hate relationship. But then outside of that, you've got to do your own marketing. You've got to do your own business.
Yeah.
You got to pay your own taxes. It's like everything is on your own. So I started trying to get myself on. I've tried to get my stories marketed. So I've tried to get on YouTube channels. Now Doomcock has been great. He's he's had me on, and then he also mentions just about every stream about my books. And Klobby's been good too. The only thing is that I found that if you don't have a channel, you're still kind of under the radar.
Yeah.
Right.
And so I said, okay, there's got to be other people like me. They've got stuff out there. They want to bring it out, and they want to bring it out. So I said, why don't I set up a channel to do that?
Right.
You know, and Pudgy,
Oh,
hey
Pudgy.
buddy, hey, Pudgy,
Audrey.
Pudgy is in his little steamship, waves and toots whistle. Hello, sir.
Awesome.
Let me know if you want to come in, buddy.
So we got a bear and we got a hedgehog now.
We got a bear, we got a dolphin, a bear, a hedgehog, and a dog in the background.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's
so we got a
awesome.
zoo.
Regular zoo. And we got Janet
Another planet.
from another planet.
Yeah. Okay.
And Sandra.
Yep, and there's 6.
And everybody else.
See, I'm jealous. He can sing.
I do
So-
mean Elvis, believe it or not.
Really?
Hello, 6.
I do actually.
Hello.
Karaoke.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you doing? Thanks for letting
Hello,
me come on.
Six.
Oh, glad to have you. These are the streams that anything can happen and usually do,
Yes.
especially
Please
when you
forgive us.
I could
especially
use an
when you have
exciting Saturday afternoon.
yeah. Well, usually what I do is on Wednesdays is the serious time where I do my interviews. I bring the
Mhm.
creators in, I do the discussions and stuff like that. But then on the weekends, I'm like, okay, I've just wrenched from Doomcock and I'm getting ready for Saturday night Star Treks. What do I want to do after I've done all the work, done the homework? I said, I want to be with my peeps. So I usually
Yeah.
set up a stream called Just Cuz, and it's where, like I said, anything can happen and usually does.
Well, cool.
Yes.
Let the
So-
fireworks begin.
Well, we've got Pudgy here, so who knows what?
I've got a grinder on the table.
Oh,
I got
no.
hopes and
It makes
dreams.
some sparks.
A grinder. Isn't that a sandwich?
Yeah, it is.
Well, it depends where you are in the country. I'm in Northeast Pennsylvania, so it's a hoagie.
What did you say?
It's a dance move, grinding.
Oh, grinding. Yeah, I know. what
He's
grinding
got the moves
He's got the moves.
like Jagger.
I'm just glad there isn't a sandwich called a twerk.
I would not
Ooh,
take a bite out of that.
That would be
Oh,
creepy.
no.
That
throw
would
on
be
a hip.
creepy. Yes, that would be creepy.
Then I'd have to break out the chewable morphine and disposable enema. So would not
Gotta
be
love
not be without its messes. I'll tell you that much.
That's true. That's
So,
true.
Yeah.
That's true. So 6, tell us about yourself. I've seen you on Doomcock's thing, but haven't really talked to you. And like I said, thank you for coming on board. Welcome.
Well, thank you for letting me on. That's very ballsy to put. And I think it was Sandra who put the link in the chat. That's ballsy to do that because you never know what kind of freak is going to show up. You know.
yes, and I gotta
Oh.
thank you also.
Well, I've got
I've
I've got a wonderful team, and we do not suffer any evilness in here.
Yes, I don't have an evil bone in my body.
We
I'm out of here then.
we have
No,
My mustache isn't long enough to twirl.
not just about. I can only get that much.
Yeah.
So,
And then it hurts.
yeah. Howie.
No, Sandra and I, with our work as wrenching, we know what
Yeah.
we know what to look for, and
Yep.
we're already. Plus, I've seen you on Clobby streams, and
Yep, Saturday's the best night of the week.
yeah,
Saturday night on Clobby's channel, and I work every other weekend, so I'm
Oh.
super excited. I'm off this weekend, so I get to
okay. Get to roam around, huh?
yeah.
Do you have a channel of your own?
I don't. No, I
Oh.
don't. I couldn't edit a video to save my life. So no.
That makes 2 of us. I'm better off on live streams.
Yeah. And I have thought about just because obviously everybody on YouTube technically they have a channel, but I've thought about, when I see a story drop or I'll see a headline and I'll think, oh my gosh, why is nobody covering this? And I'll just want to go live on, my own channel on my
Yeah.
StreamYard and just talk about it. But I don't have the guts to do it.
let's see. Something
I just like to sometimes worm my way onto other people's channels just to say hi. And it's
okay.
just nice to talk to people. You know, I talk to
Yeah.
people in
And
chat
yet
all
you've
the
done it
time.
now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well, it's
Yeah,
you
I
know,
don't have a channel either. I'm hoping one day to be able to do that, but you
mhm.
know, things are kind of freezing here right now. So
mhm.
the things I want to do are mostly in graveyards as historic
What?
research projects. And yeah, I do a lot of family history and local history. I'm the historian for my Masonic lodge, so
Oh, okay.
a lot of the information I get is in the graveyards, and it's a lot of fun. It's a quiet place. You can walk around. Nobody bothers you. Lets you think a lot.
Mhm.
Mhm.
And uh, there's no regulations on whether you can smoke there or not. You know, nobody gives you any trouble.
Mhm.
And there's usually plenty of squirrels and mosquitoes.
They're
Yeah.
very peaceful places. I like
Yeah.
cemeteries. Not for the
Uh,
spooky aspect, but just because they're just kind
Yeah.
of chill.
Well,
Especially when the
occasionally you'll
clientele doesn't
find,
even talk back.
mhm.
yeah, well, there's
Exactly.
that. And see, you know, I like the spooky a little bit, but no, I'm not big into that. I think the spookiest thing was the cemetery in West Pittston where I grew up was right next to a huge coal breaker that
Huh.
unfortunately they tore down.
Oh,
But
wow.
yeah, that was interesting. I used to have pictures of that, and they got lost,
Hmm.
unfortunately. But
Well,
yeah,
Janet had well, you were here last week when Janet was on, and she went she's done research at the cemeteries in New Orleans, the above
yeah,
ground. That sounded fascinating.
Mhm.
yeah, really, really. I've seen pictures, but you know, there's more to the story than what's in the pictures.
Hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
very interesting stuff.
Yeah. So you like six? You just like oops. Okay, we lost
Uh-oh.
we lost him.
Oops.
Okay.
We got
Uh-oh.
a jumper.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry about that.
Oh, no worries. No worries. So we so you enjoy coming on chats and just joining in the conversation, right, Six?
Yeah, I don't do it frequently, but Captain Trek, I've been
Uh-huh.
on his channel a few times, and
Okay.
I used to go on live streams, and it was almost like I had to do homework to prepare for the live stream.
Yeah.
You know, because there was a format, and this is what we're going to cover, and then I'd have to, you know, it wasn't even necessarily something that I was particularly interested in,
Yeah.
and then the show would start, and I think, oh, I'm trapped here for the next 3 hours, and I have to be pleasant, and I have to be engaging, and I can't be a crabby person. And you know, if the mood were to hit me to be that way, but I like just kind of jumping on and getting to know people and saying hi and seeing faces and hearing
Yeah.
voices, and especially when I've interacted with them in chat,
Uh-huh.
which I've interacted with you and Sandra and Clobbies quite a bit.
Mhm.
I haven't met these other two gentlemen on your panel right now before,
Yeah.
or at least not that I can remember, but it's
You,
just nice
you,
getting
Oh, well,
to
it's
know.
awesome to meet you too.
Yeah.
It's nice when you can actually put a face to,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
whoever it is that you're
Or
talking
even an avatar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or,
You know.
or even an avatar.
Yeah,
Some of
that's
us
what
don't
because
want
it's weird when you're chatting with them. You like, as human beings, we tend to want to, you know, put a face. So you start imagining a face, and then
Mhm.
until you actually meet them or talk to them or hear them, it's like,
Right.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, you're
Okay,
like
Beth,
tolerable then.
Legatus is channeling his, Beth Arstead. Has anyone heard about the cemetery for alcoholics? It's haunted by spirits.
Mhm.
But
Better watch it, Legatus, or I will chemistry fair it out. Chemistry fair it is wise. But yeah, and that's usually the ones I do homework on are the interviews that I do on Wednesdays,
Mhm.
where I've got a particular theme, I've got a particular person I want to interview, a creator, and that one I want to make sure I'm on the top of the game. And then, and if you saw Wednesday's stream about the women pilot, that one was, getting 6 people together is always tough, and then coming up with the, working out the particulars prior is tough, which makes these such a relief because I can just let my hair down, or let my wavy gray hair down.
Yeah. Those of you who have any.
No. God.
One of us, Scuba Gaba, one of us. Right down to the beard.
This is why 6 is not showing herself. Because I suspect she's like us.
Oh no!
Even the back of my head, my God. Like Friar Tuck.
Yeah. Well, I wish mine could get straight enough where I could do the, the mullet, the business in the front, the party in the back. It's just
yeah, but you got a full set of hair.
Yeah, but mine doesn't grow.
I've had this since I was like in my early 20s.
Mine doesn't grow long; it grows out.
Well, Janet from another planet has an iron going, so she could kind of flatten that out for you.
There we go.
Did any of you rock the mullet back in the day?
No.
I will admit to nothing.
I was in cadets and therefore had to have a haircut that you could set your watch to.
Yes.
So
I was in the Air Force, and really, this is how it went. Unless I had it down, unless I trimmed it down to the stubble, this is about how it was.
Yeah, I had a momentary lapse of reason once.
Women tell me they would kill for this wave.
Mm-hmm.
I would kill for that wave.
Yeah.
But no, I get stuck with the John Lithgow haircut.
Mm-hmm.
So, which I suppose in retrospect, that's not too bad because I loved him in Third Rock from the Sun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So,
well,
I'm okay with that.
He was good.
Yeah.
And is he still around?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think he is.
Maybe. I'm gonna have to
Everybody goes into Wikipedia.
Yeah, because I
do
don't
I dare ask Siri?
So.
Actually, let's see. How old would he be now? I'm gonna have to look that up.
Probably in his 80s.
He would have to.
Regatta says, "Freaked out when I got to the cemetery and the GPS said you've reached your final destination."
Oh dear God! Yeah, that's got to be a great episode of the Twilight Zone. If only Rod Serling was still alive.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, totally.
Beware. Be very aware. He is here.
Pudgy!
Hi, Pudgy.
Hello!
How are you, young man?
Pudgy good. How are you?
I'm fine.
Styling.
Yes.
Yay!
We have 6, a lovely lady here.
Hello, lovely lady.
76.
Yeah. So how's the adventure in the steamboat?
Oh, it's going good today, Mr. Raymond.
Good. Did you see the new opening and the new closing where you're in them? You're giving the public service announcements?
Yes, Pudgy really liked.
Good. And glad you like them. And so, yes, Fed for Hire did a good job putting you in there.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
Yep. So, have we got the latest release of your next chapter yet, or is Cobalt still working on it?
Cobalt is still working on story.
Okay.
Cool.
Good. Will you wait patiently?
Yes. Actually, I'm impatient.
Go ahead, Pudgy.
Pudgy looked at Cobalt Twitter and he put story map up. Pudgy doesn't understand what story map is, though.
Okay.
Ah.
Huh.
Cool.
We'll have to look at that. So you Pudgy knows Mr. Fez. 6 is a new person here. We've got Mr. Comic Relief Crusader, and we of course have got the people out there in the chat, and we all welcome you, Pudgy, and glad you are here.
Yep.
Oh, Casey's here.
Oh,
Casey.
Casey, how you doing, buddy?
Hey, Casey, how goes it? Let me know if you want to come in. We'll bring you on. So, 6, what do you create? What things have you got out there? And what pop culture do you like?
Star Wars is my main gig.
Star Wars?
Star Wars until the end of time is number one
I love you.
for me. Oh, I love you too. Yeah. I love Star Trek, which I had never even watched one episode of Star Trek, the original series, until I think last year.
Oh, wow.
Wow, really?
And, yeah, and that was actually what I wanted to do on my channel. Was I wanted to watch an episode of the original Trek and then do a review of it on my channel and have it be like, a first timers,
like fresh
perspective. Yeah,
Fresh,
exactly. Yeah.
Well, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
I just never got around to doing it. So
What's been taking you
this
so
time.
long?
Yeah.
Why did it take you so long to?
I don't have
all
time
these
to watch a
episodes?
lot of TV. I'm always watching you guys live stream, and
Yeah.
I work every Wednesday night, so I sleep during the day, so I never see your show on Wednesday, Ray. But I definitely catch it every other Saturday when I'm not working. So
Yeah.
But I love Buffy and
Janet even said
Stargate.
she'll help you if you want.
What's that?
And Janet even said she'll help you.
Yeah. Janet says
And
she will
she's
help.
probably the most qualified because she is from another planet.
Hi,
Yes, she
Janet.
is.
So
Yes,
there
she
you
is.
go. You couldn't ask for better help than from an alien woman.
Janet's cool. I see Janet in chat.
Alien woman
She's one of those cool people I'd like to talk to from chat.
that needs to learn about human love
Yeah.
and passion.
You're close. Yeah, you're close there.
Sandra, I do work in healthcare. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Well, good for you. God love you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, how many seasons are you in so far? 6.
To original Trek?
Yeah.
4 episodes of season 1.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because I kind of stopped because I thought, gosh, I really want to do this on my channel, and so I sort of stopped watching. And also it's hard to watch TV because, like I said, you guys are always live streaming. So, and when I say you guys, I mean like the people in our community. So I'm always watching live streams, or I'm in chat, modding for somebody or something. And so that's YouTube is my TV. Like a lot of people, that's what I watch more than if I do actually sit down to watch a show, I just fall asleep.
Yeah. Legatus is trying to dox Janet, saying, "Is she from Orion?" I don't think she'll tell.
I suspect yes.
Oh. What do you think, Pudge? Do you think she's from Orion?
Pudgy don't know, but there was that one line in Star Trek Next Generation.
Which is that?
There once was Lady from Venus, and then come up with new television.
Pudgy.
Pudgy still don't know what that show says after the mute button is pressed.
That's probably a good thing.
Hey-o.
Awesome. Oh, good.
Mr. Raymond,
Yes, sir.
can Pudgy ask a question?
Please do.
What do you call a chicken who lays eggs on top of a barn?
What do you call a chicken that lays eggs on top of a barn? I do not know, Pudgy.
Egg roll.
Oh. Oh.
No.
Shecky Pudgy.
Mhm.
Shecky Pudgy.
He's got a little too much time with Harvey, I think.
Yeah. Hello, Casey. How are you, sir?
Very well. How are you, Raymond? And greetings to all.
Hi,
Yes,
Casey.
we were worried about
Hi,
you
Casey.
yesterday, but we won't ask you what's
Hello.
going on. Please, just know we're thinking about you, Casey.
Yeah, and I won't say any more of it about this right here, except that I'm sorry if I worried anyone last night. Life is unfortunately going through a fairly major change for me, so
Okay.
I may very well have to start unsubscribing from a lot of the things that I used to subscribe to just to be able to save money.
That's a wise thing.
Mm.
Yeah.
That is a wise thing.
Unfortunately, I mean, it's one of these things where all of a sudden life seems to be dictating this. I really don't want to do it, but facing the situation that I am right now, through no fault of my own, but I'm just in this situation. So I may have to do that, which means
Well,
you guys may not see quite as much of me in a lot of ways.
well, we're gonna think about you. Hope things get better, and always know that you've got a place here.
Yeah.
And
I
if
appreciate
nothing, if nothing else, to vent, to just to chat. But and again, like I said, I'm not gonna, that this is all. This is your private matter. It's just know that you've got people thinking about you and praying for you.
I really truly appreciate that. I'm not going to elaborate anymore here because I don't want to bring everybody else down. So
Sure. Okay. So just chat, sit and chat and enjoy.
I definitely I'm ready to talk about anything related to science fiction or anything scary, anything related to science.
Well, Pudgy's telling us jokes, so
Yeah, give it to me, Bud. Give me the best you got. Please.
uh-oh.
I need one, Pudgy. I need a bunch of them tonight.
I think you've got a challenge, young hedgehog.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
One moment.
You think about it. You ask Cobalt for help if you need any. I mean,
Yep.
I don't care. I'll wait. It's fine. I'm just glad to be around my favorite people. I'm glad to meet Six, Pudge. You're a high spot of my week. Raymond, you and Sandra are the greatest.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
It's very nice to meet you, Casey.
Yeah, you too, Casey.
And
Yes,
we got
thank you.
and we've got Basil, the pumping seagull. See, we've added another critter.
Aw,
We've got a critter. We've got a seagull.
Hey,
Yay!
pretty
hi,
soon
Basil.
you.
Okay. Pudgy has joke.
Okay.
Why were the baby strawberries crying?
Why were the baby strawberries crying?
I think I know.
Okay.
Because Ma and Pa were in a jam.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, Pudgy.
Oh. That calls for
Oh,
a mini snort.
I'm a dork. That was legitimately funny.
That was actually, yeah. It almost
Pudgy.
reminds me of a joke my daughter told on radio and won us a free movie and a pizza.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. How do you How do you cure a sick insect?
How?
You give it antiseptic.
Oh,
What?
Antiseptic.
Oh.
oh no. Oh no.
Right.
It's worse because I had to repeat it.
Sorry.
Pudgy, this is Mini Snort.
Pudgy kind of squeaky voice, so
Yay!
Oh, a little snort.
Yep, that's Mini Snort.
Cobalt told Pudgy that Snortopoopas is going to be in the next story.
Oh, wow.
great.
Snort, did you hear that? Snort
That's
is going to
great.
be in the story.
Snortopoopas has his moment of
Snortopoopas
glory
will be in
coming.
the next story.
But Pudgy asked Cobalt, how does a polar bear make it to the Philippines? He won't tell Pudgy.
Oh,
Oh dear.
oh dear. Oh dear. Snort, are you holding out on us? Okay.
Now I gotta get all these new people's autographs. I need a Pudgy. I need a Snort.
Need a dolphin?
I know. Please, Dolphin, please. Need an autograph.
Janet says, and I'm not sure what she means by that, you should name your room the Crowd House.
The crowded house.
The Crowd
Yeah.
House. Yeah.
Oh,
And Snort says, I jump up and down but break the chair. Well, yeah.
and of course,
Yeah.
after Pudgy's limerick, the only word going through my head right now is Nantucket.
Oh,
Yeah. Such
yeah,
a lovely
that's so
place
true.
and state of mind.
Pudgy once met the man from Nantucket, and he sold good donuts.
Oh dear.
God.
Right. Talk about a donut launcher.
Okay. I don't want to know what flavor they were. I really don't.
That's probably good, Chase. That's probably good. Now Basil's jumping into this. He's saying, "How about this one? Why are elevator jokes so classic and good? They work on many levels." Oh, I think we. Okay. Let's take a panel vote. Do we think we can give Harvey a run for his money?
Absolutely.
It's quite possible.
Yes,
Yeah, I think Pudgy alone could take Harvey.
Oh, true. What about you, Six?
Who's Harvey?
Oh,
Doomcock.
Harvey.
Doomcock.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Blasphemy.
Yes, that's Harvey.
Yes.
So yes, yeah. Pudgy could do it himself.
yeah, Pudgy.
Pudgy need to talk to Doomcock because in Pudgy universe, Harvey is sealed under Lake Pontchartrain.
Oh.
So Pudgy wonder how he got Harvey back out. That's not good.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think you need to talk to Doomcock about that.
Sounds like we have a contender.
Yes.
Definitely. Hello, Tim Possible. How are you tonight? Welcome aboard. We are
Hi there.
having
Oh,
we're having fun here, and
Good
we're
night,
always
Tim.
having fun here on King Dolphin TV. So let's see here. Wow, 2 hours have just flown.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Oh, dang.
yeah.
Yeah, it always seems to go so fast.
I know. Well, I've got the energy. If
I've
we
got
all
nothing
the-
better to do. Seriously.
That's true. One day
I was
we're
going
gonna
to work
have.
on something, but it's Saturday and I worked for too long and I needed this break. So this is very welcome.
Well, glad to be of service. Glad to be of service. How did everybody like the who did see it? Hold on a second. My producer is okay. Sandra needs the link again. Okay. We've got a very high-tech communication method between my producer and myself.
Isn't she like 3 feet away from you?
I was gonna say, isn't she in the same room?
Yeah, she is.
I didn't even know.
She's like over there.
And right now she's making juju eyes at him.
Hi, Sandra.
Headshots.
I had
yeah, she's making faces at me. Okay.
Well, now I feel like a boob because I feel like I should have known this. I didn't. I feel like I missed out on the whole joke until everybody pointed out that Sandra is actually in the same building. So
Yep.
Yeah, she's my better half.
Yeah, it'd be weird if she was like sitting in the garage while Ray's on.
there we go.
Especially at this weather right now.
Are you in? You got snow?
No,
I'm in the Midwest. I've got butt tons of snow.
Oh, where are you in the Midwest?
In the Midwest, I don't. I have a doxing field.
Okay.
I just say
Somewhere in the breadbasket of America.
Yes.
Okay.
She is in the place with the thing next to the something.
Good idea. Good
So
idea.
Minnesota.
Sure, Minnesota works.
Okay. Well, I myself, I don't mind saying that I'm in Canada.
Oh.
And in Alberta. So
Oh, good. You're safely away from all the craziness.
Border to the Gulf of Mexico. So.
Yeah. And of course, I'm in the Wilkes-Barre, Scranton area, Northeast Pennsylvania, home of anthracite coal. Don't tell Doomcock.
We're in West by God, Virginia.
Say that again. Did you say West Virginia?
Yes, West by God, Virginia.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Country homes, take me home to
the
place where I belong.
Up your day job.
West Virginia.
No. Don't sing anymore.
Yeah, Sandra just said, don't quit my day job.
No, because the YouTube people make stream go away when you sing songs.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is
I can't believe I actually sang on a live stream.
You guys sounded great.
Thank you, sis.
Right.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you. Well, that's you hear West Virginia, and it immediately comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, that's true. It's West Virginia state law.
Yep, so true. It's the second. It's the second.
Hello, fellow Canuck. Then.
Yeah. Oh, Janet, you guys just had rain. Ugh.
Yeah. Well, we just had a pounding rain last night that washed away all the ice and snow, and then it snowed again today.
Oh,
3
great.
hours of bliss, and then it snows, the power goes out, and,
Yeah, that happens in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
For the past 2 weeks here in Alberta, it's been like above zero, which to you guys in the States would be above 32 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
So nice warm weather due to a Chinook, which is basically, if you know what a Chinook is, or if you don't, then, it's like a bunch of warm air coming off of the Pacific
It's
over
the
the Rocky
only-
Mountains.
Ah.
And yeah,
And
now
it's a
we're actually
plane.
getting a little bit of snow. So, which is nice, and below freezing temperatures for at least a week.
Right now, we've got.
I'm on spring now.
Yeah. See,
Yeah.
I learned a long time ago the difference between a Chinook and a Schnook.
Ah,
And a Chinook is a helicopter, or the weather pattern, as you say. And a schnook is just a no good Nick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had terrible wind last night, and now I'm gonna get the next 3 days is supposed to be in the 40s.
Oh, wow.
Fahrenheit, of course, because I'm an American. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm looking forward to all that snow that I didn't shovel,
Yeah,
just melting away.
mhm. Well,
The only actual real fun that we've had here in Alberta, at least during a Chinook, is I think it was about 5 years ago when Leonardo DiCaprio, he was filming The Reverend, actually here in Alberta,
Yeah.
and he got so freaked out when a Chinook came through, and because here in Alberta, during say January, February, when a Chinook comes through, like it can be like so nice and warm, like you can take your sweatshirt off and pretty much be out in your t-shirt, right?
Yeah.
And while he was filming, a Chinook came through and it was nice and warm, and apparently he got so freaked out. He's like, see, it's global warming, everything's gonna melt. Like, and everybody that was on set in Alberta was trying to explain to him, no, this is normal.
Mhm.
He didn't get it. He just totally didn't get it. And pretty much the whole province had to laugh at him at his expense. So it was glorious.
My thing for global warming, my opinion on global warming can be stated in one word: when.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I don't believe in global warming, but I'm fully in favor of it.
Yeah.
I have no problem with it. Otherwise, I'd live in Brazil.
Yeah, because beachfront property in the Poconos would be wonderful.
There you go. It's a win-win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I personally can't wait. I can't wait to see all of Southern Illinois and Carbondale turned into beachfront property. So that I can turn my freaking chair into a pontoon boat and go pirate.
Pudgy's already on beachfront property.
Yeah, there you go. Right.
Oh
Yeah.
no! I knew I had to hang around with Pudgy for some reason.
Yeah, he's got beachfront property right in front of his little house.
Oh yeah, that's right. Create new beachfront property, and I'll be going fishing. After hunting the great white whale.
Actually, it's a river, but yeah, Pudgy has waterfront property now.
All right.
As long as it's not in your basement.
Yeah.
That's true.
There used to be in Pittston, across from where I grew up, there's the Susquehanna River goes right through. And there used to be a swimming beach with sand and everything right on the river there. And at some point, they went and put in a sewer pipe. And it was just upriver. So after that broke, that beach went away. And
wow.
Thank God for Victoria.
Everyone had a crappy time.
Yeah. Yeah, very much.
Zing pow!
Yeah. He's got a million of them.
Alice.
Yeah.
He'll be here all night.
Yeah.
The Pudgy will be here all night.
Remember to tip your waiter.
Yeah.
Yes, remember to tip the waiter.
In which direction?
So long as he's not carrying drinks.
Yeah.
That's true.
He might stick to the floor after you tip him. So
Yeah.
Now tell me, is Alberta in the east or the west of Canada?
thankfully, we are west. I used to live in the east, like in New Brunswick.
Mhm.
But then I got smart and moved west where there was more work, because back home you're lucky if you find a part-time job.
Ah,
So yeah,
all right.
Wow.
that's why
Right.
here it's like, yeah, like I said, it's the Texas of Canada. So
Ah,
yeah,
okay.
one more province over, which is BC, and then I'm on the Pacific coast. So
Oh, okay.
Right.
you know,
And Alaska's up there somewhere.
yeah, it's up there,
We-
tucked
we don't-
away
we-
up in the up in the frozen north.
Yeah, we don't do
Frozen
much with
the
Alaska.
frozen tundra.
Land of the whale blubber and
Yeah.
never-ending freezing cold snow.
Yeah.
And the crab fishermen.
That's right. Snow to Poopas knows about it. So
Yeah. Let's see.
I'm all in favor of crab fishermen because I'm all in favor of crab.
And
See, that was the one thing living in on the East Coast, New Brunswick, and partially because I think it's because I was born in downtown Toronto in Ontario,
Yeah.
where they think they're the center of the universe in Canada. But
Mhm.
yeah, I never could develop a taste for shellfish, lobster,
Mhm.
crab, clams, whatever. Just
Yeah, see, I
yeah.
love all that.
See, I'm a meat and potatoes kind of guy, right?
Mhm.
4 legs and and on my table. So,
Yeah, I like that too.
yeah, I'm
So,
okay with that.
I'm
I
pretty
And
good with that.
donuts.
I just
I'm
have a
And
thing about
donuts.
eating oceanic bug life. So,
Yeah. Well, see,
Yeah.
I like anything but vegetables.
the one thing I would recommend if you ever come to Alberta is try the bison. It is
I've tried that.
it's
We
so
have a bison
good.
farm up the road here.
Yeah, it's like a beefier beef.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've had
I
that.
mean, what we have here is a little gamey, but not bad.
Oh yeah.
You know,
And
ketchup
then
takes
and then on
away
top
that.
of that, moose. So if you've never had moose, I mean,
Yeah.
so good.
For any PETA people out here, this is not the conversation for you.
Yes.
Yeah. Or as
You
we
know
like
what?
to call them up here in Canada, antlered cows.
Yeah.
So
Well, you know what PETA stands for? People eating tasty animals.
yeah, see, there you go, right?
Mhm.
What?
Not
Never
Not punch
mind.
holes. Not punch holes.
You are safe. You were in
Yeah,
the
you're safe.
zone.
Yes. You're wonderful, but not tasty.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
it'd
you are good for toothpicks. So
it'd be tough to eat past the quills.
Yeah.
that's why Pudgy has a purpose.
That's true.
Yeah.
That is true.
And just to be on the safe side, Pudgy, I'd like to volunteer myself as your bodyguard.
Excellent.
There you go, Pudge.
Hey!
You got a bodyguard.
Anybody with a hedgehog listen to me.
So 6.
Yes, sir.
You say you like Star Wars.
Mhm.
I take it you feel like the rest of us that with the exception of Rogue One, that the KK trilogy is a disaster.
Oh, absolute dumpster fire. Yeah.
Yeah.
I cried through the entire Last Jedi because I could not believe how bad it had gotten. Force Awakens was bad enough, and then when Luke threw his lightsaber over his shoulder, I could not believe what was happening in front of me. It was
I know,
terrible. It
right?
was devastating.
Yeah. And then that purple-haired woman thing.
God,
Thing.
Yeah.
And
That
the
movie was boring.
Hodor.
Yes. And then they teamed Finn up with the potato sack.
Yeah, it was just God. You're reminding me of so much bad in those movies.
Well,
I was like, oh, I'd forgotten about.
We're here
Lando.
to have fun, but yeah.
Yeah.
Last Jedi.
first
I
one-
actually have not seen, because of Last Jedi, I haven't seen Rise of Skywalker yet.
Don't.
Okay.
no,
No, I haven't either.
Just
Yeah.
don't.
You know, bits and pieces, but
Yeah.
I
The
saw
other-
it because I wanted to come from a place of informed opinion. So I did.
Yeah.
I did go to the theater. Saw it twice with my two best girlfriends, who I've gone to see everything new Star Wars since the special editions,
Mhm.
and I always go to the movies with them. So we went, and the second showing, I literally put my seat back because they had recliner seats, and I covered myself with a blanket, because I bring blankets to movie theaters because I get cold. And I purposefully, the Lucasfilm logo was the last thing I saw. And then
Oh wow.
I said, wake me up when the credits are rolling.
Wow.
So
I
because
didn't
it
even
was
see Solo.
We
so
saw Solo. I actually own Solo. I'm kind of
Yeah.
like, I've only seen it the one time. That's it.
Yeah.
Man.
I've got the original VHS release of Star Wars, the unmessed around with version.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And that, that was the best. I first saw that when I was 12, and I'm jumping around the theater going, "Thank you, thank you, thank you" to my aunt and my uncle for taking me there.
Mhm.
But it was awesome experience.
Yeah.
I mean, the whole thing. It's like the first time you hear Pink Floyd, "Dark Side of the Moon" all the way through.
Mm.
It's an experience you'll never feel again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was awesome.
Is
What did you
that
guys
the
think
band
of?
where,
Go ahead, Pudge.
Sorry, Pudgy.
is that the band where if you don't eat your meat, you don't get any pudding?
Yes, yes.
What?
You don't eat your meat, you don't get any pudding. How
Oh,
can you
okay.
eat your pudding if you don't eat your meat?
Gotcha. Yeah, I remember that line.
Yeah,
That's what he says
yeah.
all this time, because I'm constantly trying to make out what he said, and I thought he said that, but thank you for actually confirming it.
No
Pudgy,
problem.
you are wise beyond your age.
Mm-hmm.
Yay!
Legatus Legionii is telling us the story of the creation of Canada.
Oh, there we go. On
On
the sixth day, God turned to the Archangel Gabriel and said, "Today,"
Yeah.
I can't. I
Yeah.
should.
Oh, this is a thing. This isn't just Legatus's.
We don't tell very many people out in outside of Canada, but
Oh, okay.
it's okay. It's a leak. We can let it pass.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's all good.
and then there's the okay. I'm doing
Good
the
Lord, asked Gabriel. Don't you think you're being too generous to these Canadians? Not really, replied God. Just wait and see the winters I am going to give them.
Yep.
Yes.
That's right.
Love it.
Thank
Love
you,
it.
Pudge.
Because we're actually all descendants of Vikings. So
Ah,
there we go.
Yeah.
And Alaskans too, I guess. So that's how we're.
Well, my
we
ex-wife,
last so long. And
my ex-wife lived in International Falls, Canada. No, International Falls, Minnesota. The place where they had the car in the middle of the lake, supposedly.
See, there you go.
She says, no, if it was in the middle of the car, it would have been taken within about 2 days. Stolen.
I don't know. I've only ever been up to the Niagara Falls area, and the thing I loved was, the falls was really cool and great, but going up Clifton Hill to all the wax museums, that was really good. I loved
Yeah,
that.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I
Isn't it?
remember that.
And this is back in the 70s, so I'm sure they've changed the exhibits over time, as museums do. But would love to see what's there now.
Trees. The lake is expanded.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah.
true. That's true, Pudge. That is true. So,
How long have I been muted?
I don't know.
Why can't anyone hear me?
Reason 1138 of why I don't have a channel. What's that? Did you guys see that horror movie that takes place in a Waxworks? Is that what it's called? Takes place in a wax museum.
Yeah.
Oh, the first one.
House of Wax.
There was the House of Wax.
House of
Was
Wax?
that the Vincent Price?
Yes.
Okay. And then there was another one later on.
Yeah, Waxworks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this.
And there was the one with what's her name, Hilton, Paris Hilton, which was bizarre.
Isn't she a waxwork?
No, what?
There are varying opinions on that. Yeah. Yeah.
Pudgy wonder what happens when battery runs out.
What?
Yeah, Waxworks. It's got Zach's Galligan in it.
Really?
He was in Gremlins.
Huh.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wax
Gremlins
museums
was
creep me
good.
out.
I get a kick out of them.
I always thought when I was a kid that the body was actually inside and just covered in wax.
Oh,
Oh, that's creepy.
Yeah, because the movie with Vincent Price, that was the whole premise of it. And of course, and it was in 3D, and There's the one bit where the guy's out there with that paddle with the ball on it and the rubber band, and the 3D is supposed to put the ball right in your face every time he's hitting it. That was weird, you know. And it's you sort of get the flavor of it from the video releases now, but you had to see it back in the old days, I guess, to get the whole effect.
I used to love walking into theaters and putting those stupid 3D glasses on with the red lens.
Yeah, the red and the blue.
Yeah. Now that was 3D for you.
Mm-hmm.
You felt like an idiot, but it was so much fun you didn't care.
Yeah. And there's that iconic picture in black and white of an audience where everybody in the audience has them on.
Yeah.
And there was somebody in the 1950s had a television out that they tried putting this special snap-on screen on it to make it sort of 3D. And that
I remember that.
You know, that was kind of weird. But,
I think they also
Well,
tried
it's
to
not
do it
as
with
weird
computer
as
monitors
TV.
too.
It's not as weird as a TV show where you are where kids are encouraged to draw on your parents' TV with grease pencils.
Oh.
Ooh.
I remember
Ooh.
Winky Dink.
Huh.
Okay, I need to go back in time and get a grease pencil. Be right back. Because that would have been fun.
Oh, do I have one? I think I do.
Yes.
Well, with grease pencil, you can make Last Jedi better.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So true.
I don't make Last Jedi perfect. No, no grease
That's
pencil,
true.
just a match and some gasoline.
Yeah.
Pudge, you've got to, for the ones who have not been regaled with your cinematic acumen, you've got to tell the newcomers what your favorite movie is.
That's right. The best movie in the whole wide world is Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
Mm.
Yep.
It is a cinematic masterpiece.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I saw a documentary on YouTube about that the other day.
Yeah.
Yay!
And I don't know if you guys know about this. There's a helicopter crash in the middle of that, and it was actually a helicopter crash. The guys walked away, so they decided to keep it in the film.
Oh wow.
Oh, wow. Was it really?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
They saved some money too.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, that's right. The insurance covered it.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Dang.
Yeah. Talk
Talk
about
about
a
being
happy accident.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
If you think about it though, that movie is very silly.
Mm-hmm.
And they made it for a low budget.
Yep.
And it has lasted for many, many years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If you contrast that with Star Wars, they spent lots of money. It didn't make a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not a masterpiece. That's timeless.
That's true.
And from that day forward, Michael Bay's fate was sealed.
Hey, Pud, I got another one for you if you like Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. Have you ever seen Killer Clowns from Outer Space?
Oh, my God.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've heard of that.
It's a great movie.
Yes,
One of my favorites.
Pudgy saw that movie.
What do you
Did
think?
you? It's okay. Pudgy liked the tomato movie better, but Pudgy has other questions. Did you ever see something called Munchies?
Munchies.
You know what? I think I did.
Demonic hand puppets take over southwestern town, and they drive a gremlin.
Oh, oh,
Does anyone remember The Stuff?
Yes.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Stuff. STUFF.
Yeah. It was like, what was it? Early 80s, I believe it was. This ooze stuff coming out of the ground, and somebody decided, oh, I'm going to taste this thing. And
no.
apparently it sells nationwide, and it just happens to like take over your body, and bleh, you start oozing stuff, right? So
Kind of like that
apparently it's
restaurant with
live.
the arches.
I think so. Yeah, it was like one of those. Yeah. It's just one of those awesome cheesy 80s B movies, you know? Just, yeah. It was
And
How about,
so horribly bad,
yeah.
but so good.
does anybody remember The Green Slime? A 60s movie. It was about the same thing, but set in outer space.
It sounds familiar. Cobalt used to turn on this show that would play all these really bad movies with guys jumping up and down in silly costumes.
Creature.
The Mystery Science Theater.
Yeah.
Yeah, that and also the It's Alive show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a Pittsburgh show. There was a local heavy metal band.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Ours,
Mhm.
we had 3 monster hosts when I was growing up. We had
Jelly Belly?
no, we actually had Goulardi at first, but he was before my time. And then we had it was a split between a dual host called Houlihan and Big Chuck, and then we had the Ghoul, Ron Swede.
Mhm.
He was around for quite some time, and then he went to Detroit, then came back, and he passed about 5 years ago.
Yeah.
So,
I remember we
Yeah.
had Uncle Ted on WNEP in Scranton, and he was a tall guy, you know, good table magician, and he wore a fez too. Really nice guy. I met him several times, but he used to have all the horror movies at night. And then Saturdays and Sundays, you had from Philadelphia, Dr. Shock's Horror Theater and Dr. Shock's Terror Theater. And, you know, they ran some of the more interesting horror movies. Dead Man's Eyes, I remember, was one of them. Ooh, now you've done it. Now you've done it.
Oh, yeah. Beautiful.
let's see something. I found. What was that? Pudgy?
There you go.
Pudgy pushed the fizz button.
Oh, he pushed the fez button.
I had to as soon as you said Fez.
Cowbell, can Pudgy have a fez?
Awesome.
Okay, I found this out. They actually have the Horror Host Hall of Fame. Can you guys see that?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I thought Sven Gulli was still alive, but I guess not.
Let's see.
They do have some spin. But
We have there's Bobby Gamonster. He goes on with Maria Tiantelli. I've been on his stream. I've been on their stream. Let's see. If I'm going too fast. Let's see.
Boy, Pudgy wonder if Spooky Spectre's on there.
Well, we'll take a look. Jim the Colonel Clink. Oh, I've never seen that one before.
Oh.
What's the one?
Rhonda Shear from USA Up All Night.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I remember her.
What's the green fellow in the middle top line?
Crow Dr. Forrester. Oh, he's the voice he's the voice of Crow.
Crow.
Yeah, of Mr. Science. Yeah, MS3TK.
Okay, and the one right next to him in the vampire bit.
Count Frightenstein.
Yeah. From Hilarious House of Frightenstein.
There's Gerbold Godfrey. There's Superhost. We had Superhost.
Wow.
Cool.
Let's see. There's the Crypt Keeper.
Al Lewis.
There's the Ghoul right there.
Yeah.
There's Uncle Ted. Second row all the way to the
I
right.
think you can still buy his stuff on MeTV.
Hey, Mr. Raymond,
Yes, Budgie.
this is a really good show idea.
Well, thank
Maybe
you.
you could interview one of these nice people.
I don't know. I'll see what I can do.
I know
Um,
Uncle Ted passed away
Yeah.
10, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Good guy.
Ron Swede passed he passed a few years ago. He blew up things.
Oh, neat.
Yeah, he would take cars, put firecrackers in them in the commercial break, and blow them up.
Nice.
The
Blowed up
saddest,
real good.
and cheese. You never could have Cheese Whiz around him.
Oh,
things
dear.
he could do to Cheese Whiz.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Svengoolie. Let's see. There's Elvira. I'm looking for Goulardi. Okay, there's the two from Cleveland, Big Chuck and Little John.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay. Wow. Okay, I gotta find Goulardi. Up there he is. There's Goulardi right there.
Oh, yeah.
Ernie Anderson. Before he went to California.
Oh.
Yeah.
And Chili Billy Cardilli was in Pittsburgh for a long, long time, but that was before Budgie.
Oh yeah. So.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
didn't know they had a Hall of Fame for these fellas.
Yeah. I just discovered it when I was on Maria Tiantelli and Bobby Gamonster came on and he told us about it. So I decided to look into it. I will put the link out for anybody wanting to
Awesome.
check it out.
Cool.
Awesome.
Let me stop sharing.
Yeah, I have to check that out because there's a lot of cool stuff in there.
Yes. See? King Dolphin TV is always educational.
You got a Bullwinkle?
That's my moose hat.
Awesome.
Oh, I love it.
Had this since I was like 15 years old.
Oh, great.
Yeah. I kept it there for my, unique Canadian, identity there, eh?
Fantastic.
Take off to the great night, white north, take off. Gore, I like Legatus Legionized. Gory, gory Transylvania. Where wolves and bats were always mania.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I would say this show has now officially left we've left the rails a long time ago.
Yeah.
But that's what Just Cause is about.
Rails
That's
are
right.
overrated anyway.
Educational.
Say that again. Say that again, Mike.
Oh, Snorta Poop is there. Yep.
Educate them all. Educate them. Yeah. Let's see. Going back to Six's Star Wars thing, I found that I was able to enjoy watching number 4 a lot better after watching Rogue One.
Yeah. Number 4. What do you mean number 4?
Star Wars 4, the original one.
Oh.
They did them out of sequence, so to speak.
Yeah.
Because the first one was number 4, the second one was number 5, the third was 6,
Hmm.
and then the fourth was 1.
Hmm.
And then
I was thinking you were talking about the 4th episode of Boba Fett. I don't know
No,
why.
no. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
Like Sandra said, the rails are way out of sight at this point.
mhm.
Pudgy does have a wonder though. Pudgy wonder when Disney will remake entire 12 movies.
God, no.
So what they will do is that they will. Pudgy think they're going to wait like 5 years, and then they'll reboot from number 1,
Mhm.
and then Adam Sandler will be the bad guy.
Yeah,
Darth
and
Vader.
Will Ferrell is Darth Vader.
Oh, crap.
Oh God.
Oh wait, that's
Please
not
no.
the Disney version. That's the Seth Rogen version.
That will be the end of the universe as we know, Pudge.
Yep.
Yeah. Isn't that book number 2 for the Hitchhiker series though? The end of the universe?
Oh, the diner at the edge of the universe.
Restaurant at the end of the universe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, that nobody can afford to eat at.
Oh, okay.
Pudgy, don't give them any ideas. You know they're thinking about it already, but the more we put it out of the ether, the more likely those idiots are to actually do this.
That's true.
Yeah. And quite possibly with Kevin Costner.
Oh, of course. And that's why they call it Dances with Idiots.
Yeah.
That'll be the new name for Star Wars. Kevin Costner. Dances.
Dances with cardboard, yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh God.
This is
And Casey, I was gonna make you a Kevin Costner bobblehead doll, but I couldn't find a box to cut up.
Yeah, you know what? As much as I would love that, I really don't want to waste good reusable cardboard.
That's true.
Oh, don't worry. When the cat gets done with it, it's no longer reusable.
I'll tell you what. If we're going,
At that point, it's like soggy cardboard.
I'll tell you what. If we're going that route and thinking about cats, well, why don't you just wait until it fills its litter box, and then we can use that.
Mm. I think South Park did an episode that's similar to that.
Oh, kitty, that's Pudgy's pot pie. But Pudgy will share pot pie.
Oh, good.
Pudgy nice.
Well, we
Yes,
knew that.
yes.
Yes, we knew that Pudgy's nice.
But I really don't think it's quite fair of us to share your food, Pudgy, especially that particular dish.
That's right, because Pudgy's so cool.
Yeah.
He's so
Hey!
awesome.
Hey, I'm just trying to look out for you, Pudge. Make sure as your bodyguard that you're well fed and happy.
Yep.
And don't worry, Pudge. It all comes free of charge. It's gratis.
Yay!
That's a good idea.
Thought you'd enjoy that.
Yeah, Mr. Casey's allowed to come over to Pudgy's house, but one problem, he could get in the house, but he might not be able to get out of Pudgy's house.
Well,
Why is that?
Pudgy has 18-inch high ceilings.
Oh.
18-inch?
Yeah, 18 inch.
well,
Yeah,
There.
but Pudgy is 6 inches tall and needed plenty of room to bounce.
well.
Yep.
What Mr. Casey will do if Mr. Casey comes over to Pudgy house is Mr. Casey will stay outside because the way Mr. Casey drives wheelchair, Pudgy house lasts about 2 seconds.
That means we got to build it all over again.
Yeah, the first one got blown up by the rocket.
Just find Pudgy a solid cardboard box.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
That'll
No,
hold.
Pudgy lives under the ground in a nice house.
Or some rubber baby Pudgy bumpers. I'll
Bubble
Yeah,
work
those
on
are
that. I'll get back to you in a month.
Yeah,
Guys,
those are for the bunnies.
Ah,
There, see, I've already got a GoFundMe for Pudgy.
Bubble wrap walls.
Bubble wrapped walls, padded cell.
There you go.
There, GoFundMe for Pudgy. GoFundMe.com for Build Pudgy House.
mm-hmm.
hey, Pudge, if you do come out with a cardboard box for a house, could you see about getting me one? Because I might need one before all this is over.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay, just checking.
You will be fine. Pudgy's sure you're going to be just fine, though.
Well, we hope so, but Pudgy lucky Pudgy not live in this world. Many bad people don't care what they do to people. So,
Yeah.
in case you got a
well, you've got you got us all thinking about you, Casey, and
I'm sorry. I had to mention that when Pudgy brought up the cardboard box. I think I might need one.
nah, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Pudgy'll think of something.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, trust.
let's see. Yeah, we've had almost 3 hours. Man, this is a record
Holy cow.
for a record. Hey, time flies when you're having fun and when you're great with great people.
Absolutely. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Raymond.
Well, I mean, if I've got plenty of energy left, if we want to go a little longer, we can go a little longer.
Cool.
But if people have to go, we can wish you a good weekend. Please, Sandra's putting out the links for the Comic Crusader and Pudgy Adventures. Yes, Legatus.
Oh yes,
I am. I'm thinking about the polar bears, seagulls, hedgehogs, dolphins, dogs, ferrets.
The veritable
Cats.
Noah's Ark.
Yes, the veritable Noah's
The
Ark.
plethora of animal spectators we have.
Let's see. John's got a cat. Six, do you have a pet?
I do not have any animals.
No animals.
And I guess me and comics now are fez hogs.
Yes.
Yay!
Make hedgehogs great again.
Yes. I heard Pudgy asking Cobalt for a fez.
I'd pay to see that. Yes.
I'd pay to see that too. Yes. And Fet's not here, so.
Oh dear.
And polar bears and
Yep. Whoa, Six is getting a fan club.
I'm getting a what?
A fan club. Legatta says Six is a party animal. Close enough.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm such a partier.
Snort says Six is her own animal.
Gosh, I don't even know what that means, Snorty.
I think that's probably best left unsaid.
That's
I know.
almost.
I can get out of line. I'm
suggestible.
trying to be good because it's my first time on your channel.
Oh, we have.
It's my first time too, and I'm just letting it fly.
Yeah. The rules are no politics and no being mean to anybody on the stream. Because I'll have Pudgy kick your shins.
With his determined.
Oh yeah, you don't want to see his determined face.
Mhm. Yeah, Chuck Norris fears his determined face.
Yes, Chuck Norris does fear Pudgy's determined face.
Ooh.
That's right. And Pudgy can unscramble egg.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes, you can unscramble an egg.
Hey, Pudge, is it true you do it sometimes just for the show of it?
Oh, Casey. That was bad. That was good, but that was bad.
I would pay to see that.
Yeah.
Wreck meat train.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what you get when you get Casey on stream.
Oh, you know what? Speaking of cardboard, I did run into something the other night. I can't remember the name of the channel, but she's on YouTube. And apparently, I don't know if it's a girl or a guy, but they build these cardboard boats and they film them from inside and out. And, you know, it's kind of strange, but one of them is the sinking of the cardboard Titanic and several others. It's just, it's silly, it's stupid, and it's weird, but it's at the same time, it draws you in.
Huh.
You know?
Wow.
If you want,
There, wherever yuns are.
Oh, Pudgy, you're the best.
Yes, you are.
Logic dictates it would sink anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's pretty much what they do with it. I think the one she set on fire, and that was interesting, but, you know, just weird,
a Viking
stupid
boat.
stuff that I would have done like 40 years ago.
Yeah, Viking boat.
I had
Is there
no
a dead
life.
body in it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I hope not.
Oh, wow.
Maybe an action figure that
Mhm.
was past
There you
its
go.
prime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tax records.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, the tax records.
if you guys really want to see something weird with cardboard boat on YouTube, if you look up Southern Illinois University at Carbondale cardboard boat regatta.
Oh, yeah.
I've heard of that.
Yeah.
Every year they do this, and I live in Carbondale, so every year they do this, and it is so wild to watch what these kids do with nothing but cardboard. Put it out in the middle of the lake, and they just watch it all sink because you can't get the boats around the course that they're supposed to go, so everybody just sinks.
Yeah. Awesome.
It's so funny to watch.
Oh, yeah. That's
I gotta
amazing.
check that out
I've
now.
seen things like that. People come up with the weirdest bloody things.
I know. And you know what? These are kids that can't even pass their classes, but they have all this ingenuity.
Yeah.
Sounds like a way to get out of studying.
That's true.
That's the
Get a
one.
little extra credit.
Yeah, that's the one they know how to do in Carbondale is do nothing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What we do tonight, Brian? Same
That's
thing
exactly-
we do every night.
Go ahead.
Try to
Mike.
make a cardboard paper airplane
Yeah.
or boat.
Yeah.
And later on, they can have the cardboard Poseidon adventure.
I think that's one of them on that video.
I know that.
The Cardboard Poseidon Adventure.
Yeah. But yeah, Casey, you and I got.
Get a camera inside, little cardboard people just falling over.
Yeah.
I just watched Poseidon Adventure yesterday.
Oh,
Awesome.
man.
Awesome. And Casey, you and I
Everything
got.
was going fine until that Christmas tree topped over.
Oh,
That's
dear.
true. That's true. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Well, Casey and I got something in common because we both live near a place called Carbondale.
Ah.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing there. I looked up Carbondale one time, and they showed all these different places. I mean, Carbondale, like in Pennsylvania, Carbondale in France. There's a Carbondale.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and the one we got here still has a mine fire going. It started out as a trash fire right next to the entrance to an old mine back in the 50s, and it's still going now.
Whoa.
No way to put
Really?
it out.
Wow.
Yeah, by the time you get water to it, it's already evaporated and gone.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
That's crazy.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Not quite as bad as Centralia, but yeah, it'll get there someday.
Well,
Hey, I had a river that caught on fire. I grew up in a city.
Awesome.
Really?
I grew up in a city where the river caught on fire.
Was it Detroit?
No, Cleveland.
Close
Yeah.
enough.
I remember hearing something about
The
that.
Cuyahoga River caught on fire. We've
Yep.
never lived it down.
Wow.
Boy, that Cincinnati chili is dangerous.
Yep.
So true, buddy. So true.
See, that's why when I also moved to the States, nothing like that happens in Canada. You know, rivers that spontaneously burst into flames.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know,
That's a good
a
thing,
big
though.
mountain of tire fires going on or something like that. You know,
Yep. Yep.
You haven't lived until you've driven by the highway to see a stolen car on fire.
Yep.
oh. No, I've seen that.
Oh, okay.
Kind of.
Now,
Did you say a stolen car on fire?
Stolen car on fire.
Wow.
How'd
Well-
you know it was stolen?
Who in their right mind would
Because he stole it.
oh, who in their
He just gave himself away.
I have,
Burn.
I have witnessed these. I have witnessed these. Do
He's
not
going
dox
to burn the evidence in that fire.
me.
they will never find the peanut butter.
Yeah.
So true. So true.
Witness a man on the edge. So desperate, he steals a car, only to light it aflame.
hmm And why? Because it was there.
Yeah. Hello, Daryl Brewer.
Because it was a slow Friday night.
Yeah.
Yep. You ain't
bars
kidding about
closed
tire
early.
fires.
There we go.
Yeah,
Hey,
the-
there's my friend Daryl.
Hello, Daryl. How are you?
Hi, Daryl.
Hello,
Hello.
Daryl.
Brett
And
Coe?
Brett Cohen.
And
Hello,
Brett.
Brett. How are you doing?
Cool.
We got people coming in from everywhere.
Sweet.
Oh, see,
Yes.
now that new people are showing up, we're obligated to go longer now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
So smash that there like button.
Thank you, people.
Please.
Now we have to stay longer and entertain
You guys should sing again.
you. Yeah, I should sing again.
Yeah, that would be.
There you go. See, that's a thing. I would love to be able to get on Overlord's channel and do a duet with him. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Karaoke at I think he does it on his Patreon site.
Really?
yeah, he does it on the Discord.
On his Discord, mainly because he could do. Not mainly because other people can do it because of the public domain stuff.
Huh.
And Sandra says,
I suppose, yeah, that would make sense. Yeah. So, because, yeah,
So you can-
you would think with all the guests that he's had on that he would at least maybe invite one or maybe even two on a
singers.
random day
Oh,
and just do songs that are, that are allowed,
But once you start bringing people on, then everybody just asks to come.
Yeah,
on.
you've got the
That's
rabbit
true, too.
holes. You've
Yeah.
got the
Yeah,
rabbit
that's
holes.
true.
There's that
Yeah.
delay thing. I don't know if it's with all channels or with just his or how that works, but they were never able to sync it up.
Oh yeah,
The way
Yeah.
we did.
I think
it's
I
the
think
it's the
Dark Gift,
StreamYards issue.
Yeah.
yeah, I
just
think
StreamYard.
Dark Gift Comics
Yeah.
or Dark Gift Presents. I'm not sure the name of his channel. I think there's some kind of software you can use where you can sync up because he does open mic nights.
Oh,
And,
Wow.
and I think he's done it before. But Tom from Midnight Sud just talked about trying to do duets, and it doesn't. Yeah, there's the lag. It just makes it
Yeah.
no bueno.
Yeah.
bummer.
Yeah. No.
And of course, you get enough people, everybody coming in their own key.
Yeah.
That's
Some,
true.
some of them are actual keys.
And
Some
then
of
it
them
just
are
sounds like cats.
from
And
outer space.
Yeah.
Some
Yeah.
of them are just
Yeah,
a cow
it's,
going
we,
through a rendering plant. So
Mhm.
We had a train. We made an attempt last week to sing "Happy Birthday" to somebody, and train meet wreck.
oh, but I love that. I love when a panel sings "Happy Birthday" to somebody. I think it sounds
Yeah.
awesome.
exactly, it's memorable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. But you
Yeah,
still
I think
have
that was me. My birthday was last Saturday.
yes.
Oh, was it? Oh well, happy
Yeah.
birthday.
Happy birthday.
Birthday to you coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah, the big 5-0. That's
You guys
It's
are
all
children.
downhill from there.
You guys are
that's
children.
what I'm anticipating.
It's all downhill, but it feels uphill.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You guys are children.
yeah. I'm 57. I feel like I'm 90.
What?
You all are children.
Oh, the arthritis I got. Arthritis
my
in the back,
cheeky
the
picker.
shoulder, the hips, the knees.
Most everybody
Well-
knows that I'm probably the oldest one here, so you know.
I got the
No,
occasional
Sandra.
knee and the occasional hip.
Yeah, you're
and
the oldest
occasional
one, and you
back.
got the best hair.
Yeah, see, there you go. You're doing
Although
great.
I think Six has a better haircut than any of us, because
Probably those blonde locks.
You know what? I
Terrible.
haven't been to a salon since the pandemic started.
Huh.
Because everything shut down, and then I just, I guess, stopped caring. Because I work in healthcare, so it's ponytail every night. So
Well, one of my
So then by now you look like Lady Godiva.
sure,
Rapunzel.
Long flowing locks.
Yes. One of my
It
teammates.
it is
Right,
naturally
lady,
curly.
one of my teammates at work decided to embrace the gray
Mhm.
Yeah.
after things just started close. I don't know, Snort. We'll have to see. We'll
Snorty, how old are you? Is that rude to ask somebody? Because I really want to ask Raymond how old he is.
I'll be. Well, Sandra beats me, and I'm going to get hit by that. But I'll be
I'm waiting for a
61.
shoe to hit the back of your head.
You're 61.
That would
I'm
be
sorry,
funny.
I was talking. What'd you say?
That would be funny to get something thrown at me.
Pan flies out of nowhere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Pan flies in there. I'm
Let
61.
the bludgeoning begin.
Yeah, just not a pie.
Yeah, don't waste the
My
pie.
understanding is her pies are not to be wasted thus.
No, they are not.
Oh,
No pies near the computer. You don't want to
no
waste
pie.
it.
so 60.
Yeah, it might be a pie tin, but not a pie.
Yep.
Mhm.
I must say you are looking damn good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I would.
Whoa!
I would have actually guessed 10 years.
That's my girl. Woo!
There we go. It happened.
Yes. I don't even know where it's at.
I saw absolutely nothing
Oh.
for
That had some
$49.95.
force behind it. What was that? What did she throw?
I'm looking. Let's see. Let me get it. It's under the wood. It's under the wood thing.
Good shot, Sandra.
Oh,
She
sure.
owns the internet tonight.
He's taking a bow.
Mhm.
Had this
Take
been
out
an
the
actual test, you would
What is
not
that?
have been here right
It's,
now.
Is that hand sanitizer
Hand,
or
hand
no
cream.
lotion?
Hand cream.
Oh,
I've been victimized by hand cream. Oh god.
It rubs the
Oh,
lotion
sure.
on the skin.
Take out the
Thrown
host.
at again.
That was the hint.
Yeah, Pudgy, take out the host.
yeah.
Now you just stand in the corner for 3 seconds and look sad.
Now go think about what you've done.
Yeah, then 10 minutes later the pie tin flies.
You said I was older
No,
than you. and then
no
you
pie
said,
abuse.
"Hey."
No pie abuse.
Yeah.
Oh.
God, now I want pie.
Um,
I need pie.
yeah.
Pie is
I bought a
good.
frozen pie the
Yeah,
other
pie
day.
is good.
Actually, yeah, I'm thinking about pie.
Yay!
Man.
Pudgy, I love Pudgy's recipe for carrot cake. His recipe. His recipe was awesome.
Yes. Step 1, make frosting. Step 2, eat frosting. Step 3, make cake. Step 4, cool cake. Step 5, wonder where frosting went. Step 6, make frosting. Step 7, ice cake, and then serve.
Good one.
Step
I saw you
9,
post.
stomach pump.
Yeah, step. Yeah, I saw that. I saw the recipe you posted on Twitter.
Yeah, that it almost makes me wish I was on Twitter because I miss so much. I just with all
Twitter.
the other kind of people there is
Yeah,
I
I
have
left
enough
last year.
problems without getting canceled.
Yeah. Well, we just use it for communication. It's a nice way to get the word out for this show. I can't have Pudgy. Hey, Tyrant, welcome aboard. Glad you're
G'day.
here.
Hello.
Tyrone.
I can't have Pudgy all the time saying that this was presented by the Dolphin Wars.
.com.
.com. Yep.
.com.
.com.
Jeff Muffa.
Hello, Tyron. How are you, sir? If you want to come on, let me know. We can bring you on. In fact, let's see.
Pudgy remembered Cobalt told Pudgy's story. He actually met Jeff Dunham back when he first got started.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. He had Peanut, but Peanut was all white. There was no color on him, and he was still testing out the puppets.
Oh, neat.
Yeah.
What did Pudgy say? Sorry.
Oh, he met,
I have a terrible
Jeff
time with
Dunham when
accents.
he met Jeff Dunham when he was just starting out.
Oh, Jeff Dunham. Okay, gotcha. I'm afraid of those puppets. I used to work at a vet clinic, and there was a woman. She was probably in her 60s or 70s, and she had, I assume, her granddaughter. And her granddaughter was probably about 8 years old, and she brought in one of those puppets. And we were all in the back fighting about who was going to go in that room. And they had a cat with them. And I said, I'm not going to do it. There's absolutely no way I'm going to do it. And I ended up doing it. And that little girl, she just had that puppet staring at me the whole time. It was just, it made the hair on the back of my neck stand up. It was terrible.
And my wife is going to get me canceled from YouTube with her favorite puppet.
Ahmed.
I love Ahmed.
I killed you. I killed you.
Yeah, I remember his tweetums. Hey, Tyron, I put the link out there if you want to pop in. Let's see.
Is there a limit to how many guests you can have, Mr. Raymond?
I can have 10.
Okay.
Or 9 plus me.
What happens if you try to add? Does it just take away the option for you to add to stream?
If I go over, what happens is anybody that comes in gets sitting in the.
Because you can have 2 backstage, can't you?
Yeah, I can have as many backstage. I can only have 10, or myself plus 9 out in the
on the panel. Here. Oh, you can have as many backstage?
Yeah.
Oh,
interesting.
All right.
See, I'm learning something.
Yeah.
Mr. Raymond is Legion.
Education.
Yes. Yep. Yes, I try, Pudge. I try.
Well, that's why you're the King Dolphin.
Yep, that's true.
That's right.
Yep, that's what I do.
How long have you had your channel, Raymond?
I have had this channel since late September, early October.
Wow,
Wow.
that has
Of this
been a while.
past year?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Huh.
And I was the first couple of things were some teasers out there. You know, I put some videos about what I was planning to do with the channel. And then I did some I had the prologue to my book out there. Yes, I show my book on my own channel. My channel, my rules, my books.
That's right.
Got that right, Pudge. Yeah, I got that right. I knew why I liked you, Pudge.
First you get the people, then you get the money.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you get the pie.
Then
Yeah.
you get the pie.
And you get the pie.
Make your own interpretation.
Oh, yeah. So I started out
Pudgy confused.
So am I.
So then I decided it was time to start the streams because I wanted to do streams and with creators and stuff like that. And one day I got StreamYards. I had some instructions thanks to Mark D with a C and Clobbering Times. And we just we were doing a test stream, a nice mellow test stream. Didn't expect too much going on. You know, I expected, probably another month or so trying to figure out StreamYards, trying to figure out chats. People started coming in and coming in and coming in and coming in. Before I knew it, we were roughly 4 hours in, and I had about 50 viewers.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
And analysts. And I said, oh, I've got something here.
Yeah.
And
that's cool.
And it's been a lot of fun.
Like just out of the blue?
Yeah, just out of the blue. I had some names. I had Mark D with a C come in. I had Clobbering Times come in.
Huh.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it was that's
why I found you through Clobby's channel.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, and it's been absolutely a great ride. And then I started the Brett Cohen remembers the test stream, and then the week after was my birthday stream, and then just things started going from there. And it's just amazing the support I've gotten from people outside and just you guys. You guys are just the best. Even new people coming in, I love you guys. Absolutely, you are the best. And it's always great that when we have people come on for interviewing, the questions that come out for people, it's just amazing. You guys are. I'm sorry. I know Doomcock's got all these people. I know Friday Night Tights has got the people, but we're small. But I think you guys are the best chatting YouTube.
Thank you.
I love
I'm having a really good time. Feeling very comfortable here.
Well, I'm glad. I hope you come more.
Because I've had some really negative experiences.
Oh,
yeah.
Like I did when I did a review on the Eternals. Was it? No, Shang-Chi. Sorry. Yeah. Oh boy. Man. Yeah, I mean, because to me, I'm like on, and I'm not trying to like, I don't know, brag or anything like that, because I'm just starting out like you, right? Like you guys. And oh my God, like it was like, because personally I thought Shang-Chi was just a bad movie. I didn't think it was like groundbreaking or anything, and it had nothing to do with the fact that dude was Asian or whatever. But man, I got some comments like, "Oh my God, you're racist." It's like, for what?
Oh,
Just
come on, really?
I'm serious. But
We want good
because
stories.
I didn't like the movie. Like, are you serious? Like,
Mhm.
if anything, that Simu Liu guy, right, the one that played Shang-Chi, he's Canadian, right?
Mhm.
And like you guys probably know, he had what was it, that Kim's Convenience show. I think you can find it on Netflix. Yeah, and it was put up by CBC here in Canada, right? And nobody watches CBC really much anymore. It's kind of like the Canadian CNN, but with
Yeah.
really bad TV shows on top of that, right? And
Uh-huh.
it's state sponsored. But dude, is that Simu guy? He is so racist.
Mhm.
On top of that, and that never gets mentioned.
The actor
Right?
is
Yeah. Oh yeah.
like not a character he plays on TV. Actor.
Yeah, because the show, when he did Kim's Convenience, right, was produced by, and his words, by two white men that are totally that shouldn't even be producing the show because they are they're not in touch with like the Asian audience or the Asian culture
Oh,
whatsoever.
brother.
So therefore they should be fired because they're white, basically, right? And oh yeah, he's made so many really questionable comments. But anyway, I point some of it out, just why the movie's bad, and apparently because I didn't like it. Yeah, I got pointed out to that. I'm a racist, apparently.
That's crazy.
It's
crazy.
stupid, and what was it? Like, and I try to promote my videos on my Facebook, right? Because I got like, I think, I don't know, a couple of hundred people, on my friends list. So I try to spread my channel that way, right? And I mean, but then again, you doing it for like 4 hours, and all of a sudden you got 55 followers. It was like, wow, that took no effort.
Yeah.
Damn, I wish I could do that.
Well, I guess I just consider myself very lucky and blessed, and
well, yeah, but then I had another person type on my business page on Facebook, "This man is a racist," because and I put the tag on my Facebook saying, because I'm a graphic designer. You think of catchphrases and catch lines, and so a song popped in my head. Like kung fu fighting. Everybody was kung fu fighting.
I remember that.
So I put that on the header of my on my Facebook to promote my video, right? And apparently, because I mentioned a song from the 70s, I'm a racist. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me.
Yeah.
It's like, so, well, because you didn't like the movie and you used that phrase, everybody was kung fu fighting. And it's like, so what you're trying to tell me is that only Asian people can do kung fu, and you're kind of like trying to promote a Asian stereotype? Isn't that in itself racist?
Yeah.
That you think only Asian people can do kung fu? Like, are you serious? Nobody else, of no other color or ethnicity, can do kung fu, but only Asian people. So who's the real racist?
That's completely wrong. Because Han Kung Fu was able to do kung fu, and he was the number one super guy.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and
Kong.
wrong.
Yep, that's true. Daniel Brewer asked, how much time is it spent setting up the channel and streams? I've thought about doing one for my woodworking projects.
Cool.
The best thing to do, in my opinion, and I think Mike could speak to this, is one, you have a concept, make sure you've got the niche, because it's easy to get buried in all the other niches. So you want a niche that people are going to see. The YouTube is easy because you've got it already. You've got your channel set up. Make sure you've got the equipment. When I started, I was using the speakers in my all-in-one, which is great speakers, great microphone, great camera, but it picks up a lot of echoing and stuff like that. So you probably want to get a microphone headset gear. I've got Zoom, ZUM, which is good, very sensitive. I can hear Snoopy in the dining room, and you guys can hear Snoopy in the dining room as he's pacing and begging for food or treats like that. But it's getting the equipment and then finding the software to do it. I use my video software that's on the computer, and then I've gotten StreamYards, which StreamYards does have its failings, but it's still probably the better streaming software out there. So that is it, and just pretty much have the time and the patience to do it, and hopefully you'll get the people. I'm lucky. I've gotten I know what I want to do. I do it. I have the flexibility if things fall apart on me. That's why I've created the Just Cuz segment, brought to you by the Dolphin Wars.
Yep.
So flexibility is a big part of it because you got to be able to handle last minute cancellations unless you're doing stuff on your own. But
A good part about Woodworking Channel, he has wood.
that's true.
Exactly.
And I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole.
Oh God, Fett.
Do it. You know you want to.
I've been victimized by Fett on wood, so. Fett is amazing. He is a mad genius. Hail Fett for hire. He's responsible for everything, all the graphics that are on here, all the openings, the closings, he's just absolutely amazing. He doesn't get enough credit. Please subscribe to Fett and help him out. He's a great guy. He's great people.
Yep.
Totally.
And has excellent taste in guitars.
Yes, he does. Well, I'm gonna bring him out here and have him do the guitars. He created our very own Fez for Hire.
Thank you.
There's Fez for Hire. Let's see. Trying to. But yeah, know what you want to do, get the logistics done, and then just do it.
Hey, Raymond.
Yes, sir.
No, I have OBS on my machine to do streams. Is StreamYard easier to use than OBS? Because I can't sit through a 5-hour OBS tutorial to learn to use it.
I don't know. I actually don't have OBS on mine.
I don't use OBS, but if I could figure out StreamYard, I think anybody could.
Yeah, StreamYard's probably the best way to go.
Okay.
I think I have. Yeah.
Because I produced for other
but I've
channels,
never
and
used
it's
it.
Okay.
pretty straightforward.
Because I haven't done a stream myself, so.
Do they have a free version by any chance?
What was that?
Do they have a free version by any chance?
6, do you know?
Of StreamYard?
Yeah.
StreamYard or OBS?
StreamYard.
Yes, it is a free version, but if you want the better functionality, like getting the storage, getting getting more people on your panel, that you got to pay. But there is a free version.
Okay, is the paid version very much?
Was it like $10 a month or something? I think.
Yeah,
I think it's around there. They sent me an email around Christmas. They were having like a Black Friday sale, and it was going to be $8 a month for.
Yeah, and you could pay all at once, and I think that's what I did. I paid all at once.
I see.
In fact, let me see if.
But I would recommend to anyone doing it, get the free version, get your feet wet, figure out if you love it. You might hate it and never want to do it again, and then, you know, and if you've already paid for it, then you've got that money invested. But
okay, I've just brought it up. It is, go with the free, because the annual basic is about $12 a month. I don't want to give people heart attacks on the annual amount, because I pay annual.
No, I'm past that point.
Pudgy say Mr. Casey should not do this. At least not right now.
Okay, well, Mr. Casey will take Pudgy advice into consideration, but Mr. Casey needs to figure out, you know, like I say, I don't really know what's going on with these idiots. And I'm to the point of, you know what, I don't care anymore.
Yeah. Well, best thing to do is just start out with the free and then see what you want to do.
Turbo told Pudgy that he was messing around with OBS. OBS doesn't seem too bad from what he says, though.
Oh, okay.
It is a little complicated, but Turbo found a nice YouTube video that shows how to use it.
Oh, okay.
If Cobalt wouldn't mind, you know, maybe I'll give Pudgy and Cobalt my email and you could send it to me. It's just I want this to be as easy as possible, because everything in Casey's life is always complicated, because when you can only use one hand, things get really complicated really fast.
Yeah.
So it's as simple as it can be. That's what Casey wants. Not because Casey's lazy, but because Casey doesn't want to spend rest of life to do one stream.
That's true.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. They develop these softwares that are, you know, have all this code in them and, you know, all these functions, and they can't make a directions for it that says, push this button and everything's fine. You know, which is, you know.
Exactly.
Basically, that's what I want. I want something that says you switch, you know, you log in with the key, they tell you what button you need to push to, you know, push to record, and there you go.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
Because us old timers are becoming more and more technologically inept.
So true.
Casey, what are you wanting to do on your channel? Are you wanting to do short videos or live streams?
I'd like to do a whole bunch of different channels, but the one that like jumps out at me right now is I love movies. I love all kinds of movies. And it really bothers me to see all these people spending all this money for streaming services that don't really provide, in my opinion, that great quality. When think about this, guys, right now on YouTube, there are literally millions of movies that are full length, that are absolutely free, and you can watch right now. There are millions of small movie channels out there that have some of the greatest movies independent and Hollywood releases ever made on them that nobody even knows about because nobody knows they exist.
Mm-hmm.
What
Yeah.
what I originally wanted to do and what I talked to Doomcock about was to actually find my favorite movies on these channels, do short reviews, and then talk, then go and show people where these other channels are. And then as an afterthought, I thought maybe what would be really interesting too would be to find like small independent movie makers, the kind of people that do like fan films and stuff on YouTube and
Yeah.
whatnot, and like interview them like for horror movies, romance, comedies, whatever they've done, just to give people more of a taste of what can be out there today that doesn't necessarily rely on the big Hollywood apparatus or streaming companies who you don't know with their programming what kind of agenda or messaging you're going to get with this. These are just people that are doing this because they love to do it.
Yeah.
Kind of like Raymond. He does what he does first and foremost because he loves to do it. I love to talk about movies. Get me started on Star Wars, and I'll talk to you all freaking day.
Yeah.
If that's what you want, because the original 3 movies were probably arguably the best movies ever made.
Yeah.
Right now, what Disney has done with the sequel, I'll tell you what, the sequels were so bad that I am actually permanently banned for life from Facebook because I made the mistake of telling a friend on my Facebook page the night before Rise of Skywalker came out that this would probably be the first Star Wars movie ever made that I didn't want to go see. Not because I had anything against the thing that Ray was a woman or any of that, but I just didn't like the direction they were overall taking with the plot. So I never mentioned any of that other stuff. And within 45 minutes, I had gotten thousands of hate mails.
Yeah.
Hate messages. And the worst part is I didn't say a word. The woman who I was talking to, I said, don't engage with these idiots. Don't say a word.
Yeah.
She went in and told them when people were insulting me because I was a white man who didn't know anything about privilege. She was the one that shot back and said, look, this white man who has so much white privilege is a white disabled guy who's never been able to work in his life and he just loves movies. So what if he doesn't want to go see a movie? And you know what I got for all that? The next morning I got a thing from Facebook telling me that I've been permanently banned because of multiple acts of hate speech.
Oh my god.
Did you appeal it?
Totally off of Facebook?
What?
Like you're totally banned off of, was it just the group or off of Facebook altogether?
Well, me personally, I'm off of Facebook altogether because they won't let me back on.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
that's
crazy.
Just because you didn't
That's
like
just
the
wrong.
last Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And the worst part of it is, I didn't actually go and then end up seeing the movie, but I had a friend, or at least somebody I thought was a friend back in those days, who worked at a local movie theater and
Yeah.
they were responsible for actually putting the finished copies together when they used to get them on film. So they got a copy on film. So what this guy did to make extra money was he was the one that put the film together and then they had to screen the movie one time
Yeah.
so that they knew that it was running properly. So
Yeah.
he figured out a way to make copies. So he sent me over a copy of this movie, and I watched it. And after I saw it, I'm like, so this was exactly what you showed in the movie. And he emailed me, yeah, this was exactly it. I'm going, my God, it was worse than I thought.
Yeah.
And
Jeez.
I am so fucking happy that I didn't go see this movie in the first place. But yeah, forgive me for I digress, but my point is, I just love movies. I love,
Yeah.
I love animals. I love movies. I love art. All these things are things that I would love to talk about on different YouTube channels. Whether I got monetized or not, I could actually do multiple YouTube channels because I don't do anything for 12 hours a day in the wintertime other than sit and watch YouTube anyway. And to be honest, if you're spending that much time doing anything and not trying to turn it into something productive, you're a screwhead. Okay. And I'll tell you what, during the summer, the way I would go out and make money is I have to go out for 12 hours a day every day and collect aluminum cans up and down the streets of Carbondale. I would much rather. Where do you think the money I get to support Doomcock comes from? I
Right
mean,
on, man.
That's intense, man.
Yeah.
Mr. Casey, maybe you shouldn't give any money to Doomcock if things are that bad.
well, that's what I'm saying, Pudgy. Up until now, they haven't been. All that I told you just happened within the last week.
Oh.
So this is all very new and all very fresh and all very painful. So I'm going to have to cut out everything that is not absolutely necessary just to be able to pay back a greedy, slovenly credit card company
Yeah.
that gave me money that they told me I could use any way I wanted. So I used it to try to rebuild and reopen my website. And before the end of the first billing cycle, it hasn't even been the first billing cycle.
Yeah.
And they're already saying you have to give us money. So they're not even. I mean, it's a lot of money I spent, but they're not even giving me a fair shot at giving it back. Because if they would wait a little while, I have most of it. I have most of the money to give them. All I'm trying to do is better my own life and not have to depend on the U.S. government to give me shit.
Yeah.
All right. I mean,
Listen, you know what? If you want to save some money putting a website up, okay, first of all, I'm going to tell you, Casey, all right? And if I can get the link to you, find me on Twitter. You know, the Comic Relief Crusader, Mike Lorber, the Comic Relief Crusader. I'll give you guys, okay, a link to a guy that I know. He's a good Christian man, okay, and he has his own servers and whatnot. And if you want to get a website up, then he can save you a ton of cash to host your own website on his servers, right? And on top of that, it's in Canadian funds, so you're going to be saving yourself a whack of money, seeing how you're in the U.S., right?
I wish I
Yeah.
had known this before I went out and did all this other crap. But I may take you up on that because even if this deal goes south, I still want to do it again.
Yeah, well, exactly, right? And you should. And I mean, most of these guys that, like, I don't know, like GoDaddy and, you know, whoever else is out there, right? I mean, let's put it this way. And my apologies to Raymond. I'm not trying to make this political, but in the political climate that we're in right now, right? Where they're, let's say, targeting a certain demographic of people,
Yeah.
We have to find alternatives to keep our voices heard, right? And what we need to do is find those of like-mindedness, for lack of a better word, that are willing to help each other out.
Yeah.
And this guy that I know, and like I said, he's a good Christian man, believes in free speech and all that kind of stuff. He will support anyone that has a message to get out, that wants to speak their mind and not be afraid of being banned and stuff like that, right? Which is the way it should be anyway. Like myself, I've been thinking about wanting to start my own film company here in Alberta, because in Alberta, for film, lots of films are being made here anyway. And I just want to be able to put out good shows that I used to watch when I was a kid, like you guys did, like with a good message that doesn't have to worry about stupid identity politics and crap like that. Excuse the language.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, I would love to bring people on like you guys somehow. Should I be able to raise the money to do something like that? I know it costs a ton of cash to be able to buy property and then build buildings on it for people to like do their own movie sets and stuff like that. But Casey, I will somehow, if you can find me or if I can find you, I will give you that info, and you can talk to the guy. And if you guys want to do the same thing, then I will gladly share that information, because like I told him, if he sends business my way, which he has in the past, I don't mind supporting him. And if I can support you guys in this fashion, then I will do the same thing, right?
Awesome.
So, tit for tat.
Yes. We have to support everybody.
Well, exactly, right? And even the people that are here in this chat and whatnot, that have gone through similar things. Like we've all gone through similar things, being silenced, or you're just a white male, you shouldn't have an opinion, blah blah blah, or or whatever. No, we all need to have equal space to be heard and let our opinions flourish, because that's the only way things get built and get done, and that's how new ideas are born and innovations made, and that's how society as a whole moves forward, because we learn from our past mistakes and don't try to repeat the same ones that we already made. That's the way it should be. But when like I said, I'm a nerd like you guys. I grew up with like Transformers, and the one thing that always stuck with me with Optimus Prime, like his motto, freedom is the right of all sentient beings.
Yes.
If we don't have that, we don't have anything else. Sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. Sorry to interrupt, but 6 is going to take off because
I'm so tired.
Yeah. Well,
I'm sorry, 6.
No, I have terrible sleeping. I work third shift, so third shifters usually sleep weird anyway. But I want to get a nap before Clobby's stream. And
yeah, because that's coming up soon. So
yeah, ditto, and I gotta get going too.
Yeah, so let's start wrapping up. Thank you. I'd like to thank this amazing panel. You guys are the best. You guys really make this. You made this time go fast. I mean, you're good friends. You're great people. I want you guys back. Comic Relief Crusader, really quick, plug your channel.
Oh, yeah. Well, you guys can find me on YouTube at the name that it says right there on the bottom. So, where I complain like the old man that I am about everything in entertainment and society. Or you can find me on Facebook at Freelance Graphics. That's with a K at the end. And on Twitter at Mike Lorber, the Comic Relief Crusader. So,
All right. Thank you very much, sir.
And
6.
thank you for having me on. I mean, yeah, I certainly do not feel that I'm in a bummed out place anymore.
Glad to help. Maybe we'll work something out where you can come in and we can interview you about your channel.
Yeah, sure, that'd be cool.
Another time. Well, thank you very much. 6, again, thank you very much. It was great to have you. Great to meet you finally. And we'll probably see you on the Clobby stream.
Yeah, I'm going to set an alarm.
Yeah. John, Fez, great to see you again.
Thank you, Raymond.
Glad that you're here. Glad that you've entered the Blue Club.
Yeah.
Glad you entered the Blue Club.
Thank you
Casey,
very
as
much.
always. Casey, as always, love your Fez, Mike. Casey, it's always a pleasure. Keep coming on. Keep having fun with us. And you take care, brother. We're thinking of you.
Well, everybody, please. Thank you so much.
Yep. Pudgy, you know who you are. Thank you for coming. Thank you for telling jokes, spinning tales, keeping us abreast as what you're doing.
Thank you for inviting Pudgy, Mr. Raymond. Pudgy had fun.
Glad you did. Oh, before we go, I would be remiss to give you the latest Jamie Lee update. Jamie Lee is the bunny that needs eye surgery. As of right now, they have raised $1,375 of their goal. So they're making progress. Even if you can't, please pass the word. Please let people know about this. Sandra will put the GoFundMe out there, and let's help this little girl.
Yep.
And let's see. We'll start. Because this is what this community is. We help each other, and we are out to help each other and make this community, make this world much better, I think. And that's what we do. At least that's what I think we do. And that's what I'm going to keep doing. Show notes before I say adios to everybody. Next week, we're going to have Nick Weiser, 32 flavors of Nick Weiser on.
I love him.
Yes, he'll be on.
Tasty.
We're going to have on the 2nd, Anti-Derivative Jill and I are going to discuss the Dominion Wars. And we've got an interesting concept for that.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun,
Yes.
dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. On the 9th,
.com.
On the 9th, we've got Deef, who has written a book, and I'm going to interview him on this book. I don't know much about it, but so we'll be looking forward to that. Later on in the month, I'm going to spoil a little bit. On March 31st, we're going to have Tina Richardson from Four Paws Protection. They provide protective gear for canines, for the police working dogs.
Cool.
So I'm going to have her on, and she'll talk about what they do. And so we've got a busy month coming up, and we're definitely going to have fun and of course, in between those, we'll have these Just Causes. So always a place to have conversations and stuff like that. Now, time to say goodbye to the best chat in YouTube, the ones which make me continue to come every day and do this. The chat. We've got Good Night, Legatus Legionii, the latest, well, the second latest wrench. Fez is the latest wrench. Our two latest wrenches. Legatus Legionii and John Rendell. Basil, thank you for coming. Snort Poopa Scuba. Good night, Snort.
Awesome.
I love how Raquel says that.
Yeah, but I have the visual aid now. Snort Poopa Scuba.
.com.
Andy Masterson, thank you for coming in. We got to get you back on, see your latest creations.
Yes.
Daryl Brewer, a newcomer, thank you very much for coming, and hope you keep coming by. Mayor McCheese, Bacon, glad you're here. Brett Cohen, thank you for coming. Tyron Beard, he came for a moment. Thanks for being here. Andy, nice to repeat it. Janet from Another Planet, thank you for coming.
Janet.
Dalek, glad you made it. Sorry you didn't get here early enough. It would have been fun. Tim Possible, any relation to Kim Possible? So, and of course, the great panel. You guys were fantastic. You are
Thank
the
you.
best. Dalek 451. Hello there, sir. We will have you on. We'll have you on probably soon. I know time differences are a bear.
Yeah.
Bear. So yes. And if you haven't subscribed and you like what we do here, please subscribe. Please like. We can't make the waves without you guys. And so, everybody, I'd like to say good night. Have a great rest of the weekend. And and be safe. Please be safe.
Six and Mike's, pleasure to meet you.
Yes,
well.
definitely.
Yeah, you too, Faz.
Yeah.
And,
Pudgy, very glad to meet you
and
too.
Pudgy.
Yes,
Yeah.
Pudgy.
Pudgy.
Pudgy. Always glad to have Pudgy here.
Yeah, love you.
and-
Yay!
And your Fezes are great, guys. Have a good night and be safe.
Take care, Ray.
Bye-bye.
Thanks,
Bye
Ray.
bye. Okay. How do you do that?
I would like to remind everyone that this show is brought to you by PayPal. This segment is brought to you by thedolphinboys.com.
I like your outro.